cut me off.
Oh, shut up. I'm only fucking about and that.
What do you mean fucking about?
What?
What do you mean what?
You know, I'm just...
Well, don't fucking just.
Yeah, you trying to wind me up?
I ain't trying to wind anyone up. I'm fucking serious.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome. I forgot to put my mic on. Sorry about that. The technical difficulties. I am the man, the myth. Oh, wait, that's Bert. Sorry about it. The Bert is the man, the myth, the legend. Here he is right here.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. Let's see these old man Spurs get up and down the court.
Oh, how dare you. No move the wire. We're having some technical difficulties, but it's all right. Let's put these on, man. I forgot to put the stream on.
Hello?
Hey, that's what happens when you're live. It's all right. Keep going.
So, we just here. We're here.
Wow. We stay live. We stay live all the time.
All the time, man. Working out these kinks.
Jesus Christ, man, you're messing with that.
I'm trying to jerk off this wire here.
You're good.
I'm good. You can hear me?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
We're all good? Where's the cards, baby? It's under the table. Look under the table. So that's my better half. That's my better half.
Sitting in the living room with us. We're watching just as you are. We got the live stats going though. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely.
that's for y'all to see. We're watching it. We got a little alcoholism in our system already.
Definitely. Getting this new what's this new drink that you made, man? You gotta put it out there, bro. It's good. It's interesting. You gotta put it out there.
I don't know what to call it. It is almond milk with Duciorno.
Yeah, you gotta try it. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to why? Because all I had was almond milk here. That's all I had. I was looking at. I had mineral water. I was like, should I just water this shit down in mineral water? And I was like, no, fuck this shit.
I come here and I'm like, oh man, White Russian. He's like, no.
No, it's almond milk.
It's good though. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good. It's something different, something new.
It's good though.
It's real smooth. Yeah. John Paul Stevens High School choir.
To be honest, I don't even know who the fuck that. When we're from San Antonio, I don't even know who John Paul Stevens High School is. Hey, so we're watching it. I got a little lag going on my TV, but you know what? That's what happens.
Hey, I can't say I'm from San Antonio yet. I've only been here for 4 years.
You know what? You're an honorary Spurs fan.
Honorary? Oh man, I'm not gonna lie here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Lakers fan, but you know I give San Antonio Spurs respect. They have played some of the best basketball for years. For years.
It's all right.
Popovich got it going, man. He's gonna go down as one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Well, of course he is. Like, how you gonna deny that? Popovich is one of the best coaches. like actually, I tell you what. I think if they win tonight, they or Popovich has the next most winning coach streak for one franchise. Some shit like that's a whole mouthful. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Bert, you want to do that for me?
Oh, man. The man that doesn't need no hands to masturbate.
Oh, you
Andrew.
But it's all right. It's a man that masturbates with no hands.
Masturbates with no hands. Can I ask you something? What made you come up with that?
Well,
there
was this one time, right? So I was at a rock concert and I got so excited, I started like shivering and shaking, and next thing you know, I looked down and hey, don't even worry about the rest. The rest is history, okay?
Okay.
The rest is history.
All right.
That's it. That's all you know.
When you first brought it up to me, I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
Hey, well, you know, I don't like to put my business out there, But, you know, I like to put my best qualities, which is, I feel that's the best quality, don't you?
If I was able to do it, it would be my best quality.
Some skills there, though. That's skills.
Right.
I feel that's skill. That's a skill.
That's
a skill that nobody else has. I feel. I haven't heard anyone else do that.
Hey, man, you gotta make sure that we do something to separate us from everybody else.
And that's exactly what I do. You know what? So, you know what I do sometimes? Sometimes when I'm by myself at home, I wear my spandex because, you know, I work out, I run, and I try with spandex. I call it, you know, there's a name for that. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to call it the holder.
The holder?
I don't know what, you know, spandex holder, see, and I just start shaking. But, you know, I have not yet masturbated or... why are we talking about me?
Oh no, dude!
Talking about
I gotta understand where this is coming from, man. You gotta explain it.
Here we go. The intro. There we go. We got my Spurs. I got my Aldridge jersey. They're over here with the, you know, the intro video. I'm sure Bert's seen that because he's gone to the games, even though he's a Lakers fan.
Lakers fan. We're coming up. We're making a comeback.
Did you watch the game yesterday?
Yes, I watched the game yesterday. Yes, sir.
They played the number 2 seed in the East, and the East sucks, bro. But hey, I do gotta say, I watched that game. Boston, Isaiah Thomas, son. Isaiah Thomas.
I'm just waiting for Boston to do a major trade, man. You know, there's talks about.
I'm waiting for the Lakers to do a major trade. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna build. Was it Nick Young? They're gonna build his
stock up.
They're gonna do that, and then when he's good enough, where he's like, "Hey, this is a future player. This is a future franchise player," or maybe D'Angelo. I doubt D'Angelo, but I think it's gonna be Nick Young. Then they're gonna offer a trade to get a veteran, a good veteran, and probably like a Melo. Let's say a Melo, right? Get a good veteran like that. They'll trade Nick Young with about 2 others, maybe a 3-team trade, and a couple of fucking drafts. And they need something like that because Lakers are a young team. They're good. They have talent. They're good. They don't have the team play. They have Meta World Peace. But come on.
Well, let me just put it this way. Right now, in this age, nobody wants to come to LA. You know, nobody wants to come to LA to play. You know, the market is not like the market is so big out there. Yes, you can make some money and everything, but nobody want to come to California where you got to pay. You know,
but see, that's the thing.
You got to come after Kobe.
I think the Lakers are trying to use their history to get players. That's not going to work. They couldn't get Aldridge. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping up here. This alcoholic, but you know what I mean. But
it's that almond milk.
They couldn't get. They're trying to use their history, the flash of, you know, Hollywood to get people out there. That's just not going to work. That don't work no more.
Well, we'll see. I think they'll give Luke Walton's going to be there for a little bit. They brung in Magic for basketball operations to help out Jeannie.
Did you just? Sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry, but did you just hear what Magic said?
What did Magic say?
Magic tweeted, what was it, yesterday? He said, we're one All-Star away from being like the Spurs and Warriors. Whoa. I don't believe that.
Whoa.
But that's what he posted yesterday.
But that's what's a good thing about bringing in Magic. Magic can make that happen. You know, he has that player persona. You know, he's played, he's won championships, he's going to bring that in. And you're starting to see a vibe to that all around the league, including football. They're starting to bring prior players into, you know, make sure that they can bring in other players and be like, hey, man, I had a very successful career here. We won a championship. You can be successful, too. This is what we're going to do to make sure that you are somewhat the face of the franchise and we can win. So I think that was a great move by Lakers Association by bringing in Magic.
And that's true. And I think that puts a point to what I just said a couple seconds ago, where I said they need an older veteran. They need someone that's going to put the team together, bring the team together to play like a team. Because right now they're not playing like the team. They're playing like they're, you know, 5-man pickup at a fucking playground.
Right.
You have the talent on the Lakers, but you just don't have that teamwork, and that's what's killing them, because they start off great because they're playing like they're on the ball court, but then second half they slow down. You know, they start going downhill third quarter. Sometimes it's second quarter. Sometimes it's the second quarter, but they always have that one 19-point, 18-point, 15-point quarter, which kills them. Then they come back and, score a 30-point quarter and then a 25-point quarter. But by then it's too late. That's what they did against Boston yesterday.
Right.
But they still lost.
It was a very sloppy game. I'm not going to lie. It was a very sloppy game. Up and down game.
They were up on first half. They were up, I think 7 points or something. They scored like 31. I don't know exact numbers, but they're like in the 30, 31, 33 to like Boston's 21. First quarter. Second quarter, it was, I don't fucking know. Boston came back and scored like 32 or something. But that's what I'm saying. And they scored 19. So
right.
it's that off quarter because they just can't get it together. And I think sometimes they bring the drama to the court,
right.
to be honest. And that doesn't help at all.
If you look at it, the score was 113-107. And being the second in Eastern Conference, Boston struggling, I would honestly think this would be struggling against a young Lakers team that's not that disciplined, not that skilled yet. So I give props to the very young team, very young coach. Like I said, when they bring in Magic, it's all gonna happen, man. I'm just gonna wait and see. Hopefully they can finish 500.
Blossom on chat just said Kobe sucks. Blossom on chat.
Who's their favorite?
Blossom. Who is your favorite? Who is your favorite? Post that up here so I could give over here Bert that and he. No, I'm not gonna say Kobe sucks because he doesn't. He's one of the greatest. When he was going downhill after the 2010 championship, he didn't have a team put together, and I felt that he tried to take it all. He tried to finish off his career high. He knew he was going down. Injuries started picking up. They didn't have that set team with them. So, but who's the fucking greatest? Kawhi Leonard, bro. I'm sorry, I gotta put it out there. I gotta put it out there. You know what I mean?
Look. I'm gonna put it this way. Kobe did his thing. Kobe put himself in the record books. Kobe is our generation Jordan. Period.
Oh, of course.
Of course. That's it.
The 2000s.
You can't. No, Michael Jordan will always be the top tier. Face of the NBA. But Kobe, he had a phenomenal career. He 5 championships, 2 without Shaq, by the way. And I just want to put that out there. And I just think that when everybody says Kobe sucks, I just think everybody's haters.
But he doesn't.
Everybody's haters.
That's the thing. He really doesn't suck. He's a great player.
He's just jealous, baby. He's just jealous. That's all it is. They ain't
It's not jealousy.
They're just jealous.
Who is the best franchise team right now since since 2000? Let's be honest.
What we talking about? 50 wins a season?
How do you take it?
I don't know, man. I mean, if you're going to go into the Spurs game, which right now it's 5-4 against Denver. The old Spurs, Grandpa Spurs.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And Spurs is it's a respectable team. It's just Spurs are somebody that you have to respect.
You have to, and it doesn't start off with Popovich. It starts off with R.C. Buford. I think the GM, he's one of the best GMs that stepped in the NBA. To be honest, he finds players that. He says Steve Nash, or she says Steve Nash.
She said Steve Nash?
She said Steve Nash. Steve
What's
Nash.
her name?
Nash.
Blossom? What was it? Sakura Blossom? What's her name?
There you go, 87.
She was born 87?
Probably more likely.
God.
That's Steve Nash. Hey, Steve Nash is one of the best point guards, though.
She said her favorite
But
player is
my
Steve
favorite
Nash.
moment of Steve Nash is when Robert Horry shoulder checked him in the playoffs. Do you remember that? Bro, that was what, dude. When I saw this shit, I stood up in my seat. I was like, oh! And then Steve Nash tried to get up like he got knocked out. Like, motherfucker was dazed up, like he was knocked out. Come on, man. That wasn't even a hard shoulder check. Steve Nash played that. He played that foul off good, but he had to. He felt disrespected, which of course.
I want to bring something else up. This generation of basketball is really weak, man. I mean, just the other day I saw D'Angelo Russell get fouled. I mean, they didn't call it, but he pretended like he was hurt. And then as soon as he got the ball back, he's sprinting down the court. I mean, it's getting to a point where it's starting to look like soccer, man. European soccer out there. You touch somebody falls down acting like they poked their eye out. You know,
I swear,
I'm kind of disappointed now, man. Especially what happened with LeBron James.
Oh,
the flop.
bro, don't even that boy travels more than anything. He doesn't get the calls. Like nobody gets the calls on that. They don't call it. He flops, and that I think they're beefing right now. Charles Barkley and LeBron.
It's not a beef.
It's a beef.
It's not a beef. No,
it's a beef. But you know what? I feel LeBron was more disrespectful to Charles because he put Charles' personal life out.
Yes, of course. Hey, look, if
Charles didn't put LeBron's personal life.
Exactly, and that's what. And that you know what? In a way, Charles Barkley won that argument. He won that debate. He said he was whiny. Look at him. You know, that's what young guys do. That's what young, sensitive men do. When you hurt their feelings and everything, and you criticize them, they go below the belt. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I've done that before too. When I was, with my pops and everything, man. You know, when I was growing up, when I was a young Thundercat myself, you know, my dad be like, "Hey, you slow, you fat, you know, you telling me all these things, you know," but he's trying to tell me the truth.
Yeah,
he's like, you can't be, you know, number one going to college and everything if you ain't gonna put in the work. But I took it as like, you mother. You know what? you know, saying all these things under the belt, and you know, and he had that crazy look in his eye. But when you look at everything, you know, it's a sensitive world, man. It's sensitive, man. I couldn't have never imagined Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, you know, Larry Bird, all these people that, you know, these legends that made NBA into what it is. Say stuff like this.
That's when it, like, you know, the 80, well, I'll say even before then, you know, I say before 2008, you know, I think all before then, the NBA was hard checks. One of the the NBA players now that played against Bruce Bowen would say he was one of the dirtiest players. His jersey's retired in San Antonio. They'll say he was one of the dirtiest players because of the way he played. Right. You know, he tapped him, he'll pull him, he'll talk shit on the court. But that's how they played. That's how they grew up. That was the NBA. And now you do that shit, you get a fucking 2-game suspension.
It was a psychological game. You know, Bowen, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, he wasn't gonna score 30 on you. He wasn't gonna go
Blossom
crazy.
Says, how about Stephen Curry?
Okay. Stephen Curry, I'm not gonna lie, I blame him from changing this NBA. He's destroyed the NBA.
He's destroyed
Golden State and Stephen Curry have destroyed the NBA.
Okay, let me tell you this. I feel the reason why Stephen Curry is how good he is now is because how soft the NBA is.
Yes.
Everyone's scared to tap him because you're going to get those, you know, the free 3 points.
Yes.
So that's why he is so good, because back then they'll be in your face. They'll put hands in your face. That was good.
He wouldn't survive, man.
He wouldn't. Stephen Curry wouldn't survive then. He wouldn't. But see, that's what we play now. Now everything has to switch up. Everything has to, you know, move a new direction.
It's soft.
It is soft. You know
soft.
What?
Like with a capital T.
And
soft.
That's what sucks because soft. You gotta add that. You gotta add that extra S.
For real. But you're right, man. You're right. It's sad to see where this game is going, man. I saw a high school game today, and guess what happens, man? All these high school players, like JV freshmen, they shooting threes like they Curry.
Oh, that's what
ain't nobody running no offense. Ain't nobody running no motion, no high post, nothing. Okay. They just
here's a good example.
Screen up top and then shoot.
Did you hear? You know about the Curry getting votes over fucking not James Harden. My mind's fucking stopping here. My bad. Westbrook. Sorry about that. Westbrook got second team on the fucking All-Stars. Like, what the fuck? Westbrook's killing. You know, he just hit 200 triple doubles or some shit like that in the past 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about. I'm a little inebriated. That's me, but
slurring his words. His words.
But okay, this is what I'm sorry. My point is Stephen Curry got the start on the All-Stars.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, this is my question, do you think he should have got the start, or should it be Westbrook?
Well, okay. Well, first let me start by saying that the All-Star voting is the crowds, the fans. So half of that is with the fans, what the fans want to see. And that's what the NBA has allowed that to happen. It's allowed the fans
Mob said let them shoot.
Let him shoot.
I don't know what that means.
But I think honestly, when it comes down to it, Russell should have got the starting spot. You know, the guy is playing phenomenally. He's
playing phenomenally. He's playing great.
Like I don't even know if phenomenally is a good word. I don't even know. Like I'm making up words now.
Of Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, that's disrespectful. Like first of all,
it was. But they don't want to see Durant and him play. Because Durant and him would play together.
Yeah,
they don't want to see that.
They don't. But
I mean, eventually they are going to be on the same court.
What I've looked up, I've read. Stephen Curry. The reason why he got all the votes was because of China. The Chinese people love Stephen Curry over there, so they voted like hell. That's the only reason why he's on the starting on All Stars. If it wasn't for that, Westbrook would have got it. I feel Westbrook should have got it. It should have been. Because I think, the first 5 are voted in by the fans, and the second 5 are by the coaches. The coaches know Westbrook's better than Curry, so that's why they put him in. But I feel Westbrook should have been a starter on the All-Stars. He should have. Yeah, he's still in the All-Stars. He still gets that little notch in his belt, but that's not the point. He is better than Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is a pure shooter. He sucks at driving it in. I'll say that. As a pro player, he sucks. I feel he sucks.
I don't think he just does. He doesn't do it enough.
He doesn't. So he has nothing for it. He doesn't have the practice in, especially with the big in the inside.
I honestly think that yes, he got hosed on this one, and it sucks. But I think honestly, I don't really think Russell cares. I think Russell wants a championship ring, boss.
But
I think
he's not going to get it. Look at the West. Look how the West is stacked. He's not going to get that championship.
You got to look at this way. Who
are we watching right now? We're watching the San Antonio Spurs game versus Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets are up by 2. Then the Spurs come back, make the shot right here, or they're going to come back and hold them because our TV's a little lagging on the stats too. So that's how we're going to do it. But they can't go by the Spurs. Like what was it, 2 years ago when the Spurs played and Kevin Durant was on the team and they played him in the Western Conference Finals? That was a fucking grueling, grinding game.
Right.
That was grinding. But that was when Kevin Durant was on there.
You're right.
Now you have just Westbrook.
Well, I'm just saying that out of what Russell doesn't care about no triple doubles. He doesn't care about All-Star voting. He doesn't care about anything. I think what he wants to do, all he wants to do is win. That's all he wants to do is win.
But I think he does care about that because he's trying to show, like, look what the fuck you're missing out on. I am fucking better than you. I feel that's what he's doing. I think he's doing this to Westbrook, saying, like, I'm fucking better than you.
Well, let me just put it this way. Is Durant in the starting 5? Yes. Is Russell Brooks starting on the starting 5? No. Because you know why? OKC don't like Russell. They don't. His own fans don't even like him.
I told you why.
They don't even like him. I don't even know why.
Yes, they do. I told you why Stephen Curry got that.
They don't like no brother from Southern California. You know what he need to do? He need to come to L.A. That's the veteran we need to come. Russell. He's from L.A. He played at UCLA. Come back home.
He ain't going home.
Leave them people alone in OKC.
You know where he needs to go? Where everyone rumors are saying? San Antonio. If he's looking for a championship, he needs to come to San Antonio.
Yo, man, his skinny.
Imagine that.
His skinny jeans going to San Antonio ain't gonna work it, bro. Dude, I'm sorry. Papa Vid's gonna be like, man, you can't come here, man. Look, you can't come here, bro. This is ridiculous, man. Can't bring that too much attention, and it's not. And it's just he's not that type of player for the San Antonio Spurs. You know, San Antonio Spurs are gonna keep doing what they don't do for the longest until.
Blossom wants to know what's happening on the game. We have the stats up right there. I apologize for going off topic on this, but you know what? It gets heated in here. Bro, I'm hot. I need some more of my mixed drink that I made. But Blossom, you have the stats up right there. Like it's showing you who's winning. The Spurs are gonna win. There's really no point in fucking casting this game.
I think I think with the Spurs. Things with that team doesn't get interesting until the playoffs. I really think the dark horse of the playoffs, the Western Conference playoffs, is it's going to be Houston. Houston's going to be a team to watch out for. It's going to be like, Houston is the Los Angeles Lakers. You know what happens with San Antonio with young, fast upbeat
But,
teams,
but
right?
we're not the oldest team. People keep saying that they got that misconception because of
So who's the oldest team?
it ain't the Spurs. I don't know. I'll look it up. Google it. It
Well,
ain't
the
the
way
Spurs.
Ginobili keep running down the court, I think that damn.
We got one old guy.
They look like
we got one old guy,
they
but
look
he's
like-
still doing good. He's still doing good though. Like how can he not? Like
Hey, you remember back in the day when you had all the 40-year-old dudes, the dads, and everything, all the OGs on the court in the park, and they kick you off the court when you didn't use the backboard. That's the Spurs, man. You know, look at
who's on the floor.
Look at Parker.
Who's the oldest on the floor right there?
Parker.
No.
Ginobili when he comes in with his little bald
what?
spot. Yo, you can see during the years it just got bigger and bigger, man.
That is genetics. It happens to everybody.
Hey, the only reason why the Spurs are doing so good, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, Kawhi Leonard is doing great. He's putting up phenomenal numbers, and he's playing very well. He's always gotten better every year. But I believe the only reason why they are the way they are is because of Aldridge.
No,
As much as I hate to say that, I think Aldridge keeps them in the games, man.
No,
he's averaging.
To be honest, I feel it's different. You want to know who keeps in the games? What I see, because I watch this. I'm biased. I'm a Spurs fan. I'm hardcore biased.
Right.
The Juice Squad. I know you heard about that. I don't know if anyone else on here knows about the Juice Squad. That's that's the second team. That's the bench. And without the Juice Squad, because I'll tell you right now, the Spurs
be dying of a heart attack and everything. That blood pressure be going up.
They do not play consistently.
That arthritis.
They do not play consistently the starting five, which kind of irritates me because it pisses me off. You know, you got Leonard, Aldridge, Parker, Green. You know, you got all these great players.
Green.
Yeah, Danny
You
Green.
say Danny Green?
Danny Green. He's on starting five. Like I'm talking about starting five here.
What happened to my boy? What's his name? 17.
Oh, Simmons.
Yeah.
He's on the Juice Squad. He's on the next team. Just wait. Right now, the starting five are in because they're doing okay. Popovich is not pissed off. You know, they're consistently playing good right now. You know, it's 18-14. But wait till the Juice Squad gets in. Let's see how much they push off. And the reason why they call the Juice Squad is because they're fucking fast. They're all young. You got fucking Simmons, bro. You got fucking Patty Mills. Pure shooter. You want to know about pure shooter? Patty Mills could fucking stop clutch that shit. He doesn't need to do the little Curry side to side just to get open.
Hey.
What?
Who makes the big bucks, buddy? Who makes the big bucks?
Not Curry. Curry is the fifth highest paid.
Not yet, boss. You know that boy's coming in.
Okay, but Durant, you know,
I'm not just talking about.
Durant's on a 2-year contract. Second year is on his terms. You know,
Right.
he can opt out. I think if they don't win this championship this year, the Warriors, because Stephen Curry's coming on his free agency, next season?
I want Stephen Curry.
He's gonna want his money.
I want Stephen Curry to go to Charlotte. Go back home, baby.
You think so?
Oh, that would be awesome.
You think so?
Yeah, to go give LeBron some headaches. Go with Kimbe down there.
Oh man,
That would be great. That's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, hey, when Durant
Just keep
was
Durant
on,
up there and Clay, and then he goes to Charlotte, man.
But when Durant was on
him
free
and Jordan,
agency, they wanted him on Wizards. Wizards are beasting right now, son. They're 9-1 in the
I
past
didn't
10
want to
games.
go to Washington D.C.
That's his home. That's his home.
Who? Durant?
Who? That's
Durant
Durant's
don't-
home there.
The Trump's over there. They don't want that. You don't want to go over there.
Hey, they can't travel out the country right now. They got the ban.
They don't want to go that. You don't want to do that. Hey, you know what? It was a good pickup though. I love David Lee.
Hey, there's my boy Ginobili.
David Lee.
That boss fight. You just got to look for
Friar Ginobili. Friar Tuck. Friar Ginobili.
Man, I can't believe all this got stuff like that. But you know who's a good pickup for the Spurs? David Lee.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
you
said.
want to know why?
That's what I
Because
said.
Popovich played. What was it? David Lee was on the Warriors. They didn't play David Lee like they should. That's
'Cause
why
he
he
was
kept
hurt.
getting injured.
He was
They
hurt.
kept getting injured because they wanted him on the
But
starting five.
that's because he was grinding over there in New York. That's why.
Yeah, but because they wanted him to be a starter, they wanted him to be that star that he used to be. He's not that star anymore.
Nah,
you know,
New
once
York
you
beat
turn
him up.
once
New
you
York
turn
beat him up.
28 as a pro athlete, you're going downhill.
Right.
There was an interview. I forgot who was it. Wide receiver in the NFL did an interview, and he straight out said it that once you turn 28, the team's already trying to get you not get you off the team, but they're progressing to the next guy. They're putting all their attention on the next big guy because at 28, as a pro athlete, you're going downhill. You're not going to last, especially in the NFL. And that's what they did with David Lee. David Lee was getting injured too much.
Hey, somebody's asking us how do we listen to our chat?
Listen, you can't listen to it.
How we can watch the game, or how can we watch the game? Oh, you can't watch the game, ladies and gentlemen.
We can't put that up. You ain't trying to get us sued. It's all motherfuckers. Damn, I barely make any money. What the fuck? They wanted them to take my brand new house. Like, fuck, bro. They wanted to take everything. They're trying to get me sued.
It's just you can just watch the game by game box scores.
Yeah, I understand. We're getting off topic of the Spurs and Denver and all that right now, but we can't put the game on YouTube because we're gonna get sued. We get sued like that, and we're not trying to get sued. I love my money.
We should have a disclaimer before we show our show, man. When we start the show, we gotta tell the people that you ain't gonna see no live games. You just don't hear us talk about the
Mascot Mob saying the game is on. These guys are talking way too much about Curry. You know what? I think he's right, man. We need to talk more about them Spurs in Denver. But there's nothing to talk about Denver. They're in the 8th seed right now. But, they're not going to stand the 8th seed. I don't feel they are. I just waiting for the Juice Squad to jump on, son. We got a couple of the Juice Squads in there. We got Patty Mills and Ginobili. But that's I want the next 5. I want all next 5. I don't want any starters in there. I want to show you what they could do. But, they're doing good right here. Pop is one of the best coaches. He knows how to use his teams, just like he knows how to use David Lee. David Lee is off the bench. He's not a starter. He doesn't play a lot of minutes, and when he does, he does good. He's one of our best players, to be honest.
He's that tough veteran that you need, that hustle.
That is,
that's going to get you.
He does what we need.
That's going to get you a rebound. With that one clutch rebound or that one clutch back put up. You know what I mean? David Lee is a very valuable player. He's a very valuable veteran player on that team. And he's a part of, a winning team, so he can bring that to that atmosphere to the young guys to put in the hard work.
Damn, like they over here talking shit because we're not talking about this game more. We got Blossom over here saying talk more about the game. Then we have over here Mascot Mob saying that Russell had his shot. He had his shot. I don't know what the fuck that means with Kevin Durant and Harden, but that's let bygones be bygones and so-ons be so-ons. Harden's not with the
I hate seeing old people play basketball, man. I'm seeing Ginobili over here I'm like, man, I would say a timeout too. I'm like, why is a 40-year-old a senior citizen over here going up with the left? Driving in, like, man, we got to call a timeout. Like, there's no way we should be doing that, man. We just, Denver is tripping.
I think the only real good player on the Nuggets that could put up numbers is Chandler, to be honest. They really don't. They need more strong players. They have good defense. They could get there. They could get there what they have. They get through what they have to, during the game. But they don't have consistent. They're not going to do anything in the playoffs. They don't have that 7-game fight in them. They don't have that 7-game.
Denver? Are we talking about Denver?
We're talking about Denver right now.
Denver.
Because I'm telling you, because they're playing now. And this right here, if the playoffs started this month, Denver and Spurs will be playing the first round.
Denver's just a young team, man. They're far from being anything.
They need more They need more. I hate repeating myself. Let me
just put it this way: there's teams out there that want to win, and there's teams out there that don't want to win. It just when it comes out, and probably call me crazy about when I say that, but I honestly think that there's some franchises out there that have a great ability to get veterans and the players that they want and win now. But they got the Jerry Jones syndrome. They just want to make money. They just want to make money.
Hey, that's for a different day.
Yeah, Cowboys. They just want to make money. They just want to make money, man. Like look at Lakers. Look at Boston. Boston got nothing but picks and money, and they don't want to get Cousins. They want to, Cousins is the hottest free agent.
Boogie was on the.
Cousins is the hottest free agent right now.
They're in the number 2 seed in the East right now. But if Boogie was on there, I feel they would have surpassed Cavs right now because Cavs sucking right now. They huffing and puffing. I think it's because LeBron broke. He's broken. He finally crumbled after 14 years.
That would be so crazy if he left.
He's emotionally crumbled after 14 years. So that's where I'm at right now with that. But you got my boy
Patty Mills.
No, not Patty.
Man, I like the young guys. But
we got another bird on the Spurs. Bertans.
Yeah, Bertans, man.
Son, you want to talk about the future? Bertans has hustle. But he has a big ass head. When I see him in the interview, that boy's head, his neck is not the size. Oh, you fucking kidding me with the last .3? That was bull, Meridian. I fucking hate Meridian.
Y'all do terrible against young teams. I'm sorry. That's your kryptonite. Young. The fountain of youth. Young teams.
Don't tell me that. Don't say that.
Like,
but
young
who's up
teams
right
is
now?
your kryptonite.
After the first quarter, who's up? We're putting up good numbers.
You're up by 3 on Denver Nuggets.
Because our starting five weren't playing D. I'm not, don't even get in. I don't even want to get into this.
But man, my thing is like this. When we talk about basketball these days, and we talked about the LeBron James, and we talk about Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, and you just have to think about it. It's times has changed. Basketball has changed so much, man. Where it's just like, people are actually not worried about getting paid anymore. You can sit on the bench and make millions. Like, look what Moskov did. Moskov played averages 6 minutes in the finals, and he got $64 million.
What's his name?
Connolly from Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
$105 million for somebody that, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I had to go look at what he done. I was what did he do? Or who?
What did he do?
What did he do to deserve $105 million? Man, his agent is probably the best agent in the world.
Yeah. Hey, there's some like that. What's his name? What is his name from New Orleans Hornets?
Which one?
The fucking main guy. He's an all-star.
Anthony.
Yeah, fucking Anthony. That boy's been injured since last season, and he got one of the biggest contracts.
Man,
he's making money sitting on the bench.
I'm gonna tell you
but
right
I'm not
now,
gonna lie.
man.
I saw him up close. That boy's big. He's skinny as hell.
They're gonna waste that man's talent.
He needs to go somewhere else.
He's gonna have to demand a trade.
He needs to go somewhere else.
He's gonna have to demand a trade.
He needs to just leave. What was he, 5 years in?
And nobody want to go play in New Orleans. Why, man? You gotta think about it. Nobody want to play in New Orleans, man.
It's because they gave him that money. I feel that after his contract's up, he's not gonna demand a trade. After his contract's up, then he's gonna leave. I feel he's gonna leave because he got his money. He wants a championship. He's not gonna get one in New Orleans. No one's gonna get one in New Orleans. They have good players there, but they're not utilizing them right.
What would you think would be a good fit for him?
New York.
Don't say San Antonio.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very surprised that a lot of veterans don't go to San Antonio.
You want to know why? Because it's a small market. Not enough money.
Hey, you don't got to pay taxes out here though.
Yeah, but it's a small market. San Antonio Spurs is a small market. There's not enough money in the team. So nobody comes because they're looking for that money. We could have had Shaq back then. Shaq was looking at Spurs. It's a small market. He went to L.A.
Oh, okay.
We could have had a lot of good players, but it's just we don't have the money, the funds to do it. That's why people go to L.A. That's why people go to New York. That's why they go to these other teams because they have the money to pay them. That's what they want.
Oh, my God. You see that shot?
Ooh, I told you. That's that boy Simmons,
disgusting.
son.
That ain't Simmons. That's
that's not. That's Murray.
That's Denver, B. Come on now.
Shit. Sorry. I looked up right away.
Yeah, you're getting flashbacks or something. I don't know
why, Josh? Just wait. Simmons gonna make that shot. Look, we got the what, third string and second string in. There goes my boy Bertans right there. Swoop, pass under the basket. There he goes. Ginobili with the 3. Son, what? He's old?
Yeah, he is.
He's old?
Yeah.
No.
He has a depleting hairline and he's bald.
That is genetics.
How do you do that?
I know a fucking 24-year-old that's almost bald, and it's also because he come on, Simmons, you can do better than that.
It's going like this. It's like meeting in the one area of the top of his head.
It's all genetic. I know. Like I said, one of my boys is he's a young guy, but he's taking too many steroids, and he's going bald. He really is, swear. He's trying to over here get little hair plug shit. And I was like, son, why are you bald? And you're only 24 years old. He's like, oh man, I was taking steroids since I was 18. The fuck you taking steroids since you're 18? Your testosterone should be boosting. Man, I need some more of this concoction.
Man, let me just put it this way. I'm very excited to see what the playoffs are going to hold for us. Cleveland is coming out in the East, and that's no doubt. There's nobody in there that can beat Cleveland. And the West is going to have to tear each other apart to find that out. And it sucks, though, because LeBron James can go to he can keep going to championship and championship and championship. And, you know, it sucks because whoever makes it out of the West is all beaten up, battle tested though. But, you know, in 7 games, man, you usually don't have anything at 7 games, you know? It sucks. You know, we got to play, you know, look at West Coast, you know, West Conference, man. They
boy, son, you got my boy Ginobili.
Somebody, man.
Somebody stop him with that ball. You know why?
He took his buyer today. I know why
Ginobili's making these threes is because his ball spot is shining off in their eyes. They don't know what side to jump to. They see 2 of him. Bro, Ginobili still got it. How can you deny him?
Watch, next game, he ain't even going to be in the game because he's going to be sore. He's going to be like, oh, my back, my neck, my knees. He's going to be like, have to sit in an ice chest.
Bro, look at the Juice Squad. Look at the Juice Squad, what they're doing to them. There goes Ginobili. Oh, it's all right.
I like this guy. What's his name? Number 3.
Number 3? Who?
Deadman.
Oh, yeah. We picked him up from Orlando.
I like him. He's a tough guy, man.
He is a tough guy. We needed to.
I can see him staying there for a while.
Especially, I can't believe Gasol is injured right now. But he's been
pregame, bro. He messed up pregame. You know you getting old when you get hurt in pregame, man. You need to chalk it up. You know what I mean?
Hey, but that's why Damon's he gets all our rebounds, and that was the point, that we need someone for rebounds. We have no one to get rebounds, but you know what? That's why we could put him in there.
He's a good player, man.
We also got that other the Johnson, that new guy we signed to, what was a 10 game contract, a 2-week contract. He's actually doing real well. Did you see? He came in with 2 minutes left in the last game with the Spurs. They gave him an alley-oop. He scored 4 points in like a minute. I feel that's really good for him just coming in.
You're absolutely right. Look at these guys. They're playing good ball, man. It's a good game. You know what? I have yet to go to a Spurs game. I have to go to a Spurs game. Man.
Why haven't you gone to a Spurs game, man?
Man, it's not my flavor. You know, it's not my jam. You know what I mean? I look at it and I'm just understanding that you know, these things are just I don't know, it's just like to my do list. It's like, you know, the Lakers are not that good yet, and you know, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, what could be exciting about going to a Spurs game? I don't
everything
understand.
could be exciting going to a Spurs game. How dare you? How the Juice?
The last thing I want to do is see a Whataburger halftime show.
Whataburger is good though.
Whataburger is not good.
Whataburger is great.
Whataburger is.
You know, when I was in North Carolina,
clog your arteries.
4 years. You know the 2 things that I wanted. Being in North Carolina for 4 years, all I wanted was, excuse me.
In-N-Out is the best.
In-N-Out sucks. That's California brand there. That's California, man.
It's the best, bro.
Bro, they suck. They're like.
Have you had In-N-Out?
I have had In-N-Out.
And it's delicious. It rocked your world. You felt like you were cheating.
I'd rather not.
That's why you don't speak about it, because you had an affair. That's what you did. It was so good, it just touched your soul, and you couldn't come back to it. You were like, this is going to ruin my marriage. That's what it does, man.
Hey,
that's what it is.
Spurs are fucking up, though, man. It's kind of pissing me off. They lost the ball twice. They hustle up. Look, they go.
Didn't they lose 2 in a row not too long ago?
You know what? Let bygones be bygones and so-ons be so-ons.
I don't even think Pop cares, bro. I think
he don't care.
Tomorrow, Pop could sit everybody down, and they probably don't even care. Like, as long as they win 55 games, and go to the playoffs, man, it doesn't really matter. Like, that's his whole thing.
It doesn't matter. You know why? Because Spurs will still be in the playoffs, no matter who they have. It's how you utilize it. Hey, while you're up, hey, can you go ahead and make me another White Russian? Or not White Russian, whatever my concoction I made. We're back from the timeout break, you know, with a little more alcoholic drinkies.
I'm getting good making those things,
You
man.
made that shit strong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
So what we got, man? 38-33.
38-33 Spurs. 8 minutes left.
Look at Danny Green. Garbage. Look at him. Ugh. Aw, see?
But we have Leonard.
When you guys are going to train Danny Green?
We're not going to trade him. He just he took a less money to stay on the Spurs.
Yeah, because he
knows
one
if he
bad
goes
playoffs. He's one bad playoff series from getting traded.
No,
that's why he took less money because nobody wants him.
No, because I'm not gonna lie. Because I know
His
Danny
stock
Green,
is garbage.
They're not gonna utilize him like they should.
He's like a dead cow, bro. He's like not a dead cow, but he's like a limp cow. And you're like in your whole ranch, and you're like, man, I feel sorry for him, but I got to put him down. And you're just waiting for the right moment to put him down.
No, he's not.
He's garbage.
He stepped up his game this year. He runs
Stepped up his game.
He's not just a shooter. He's not a shooter no more.
Does he even get to play?
Hey, Epic Lee says In and Out gives him the shits. I feel the same way. I think it's a cheese. There's something y'all put in the cheese. They got that boy Damon, bro. Look at him.
Well, next time you order In and Out, just say no cheese because it sounds like you lactose intolerant, my buddy.
That's why I'm using almond milk. That's what I'm drinking with almond milk. All right. How dare you?
Lactose intolerant.
Stop putting my fucking personal business out there, son.
Sorry, my bad.
No.
But you just gotta be able to.
Look at that alley-oop, son. Ooh.
Yeah, he is ugly. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at that Kawhi Leonard with the connection outside the three to Damon with that dunk. Come on. We moving. We hype. We got this all night. What's up? But don't talk about Dan Green like that. That's my boy.
Well, that's like the weakest link on your team.
No, he's not.
Who? Yo, Danny Green sucks.
Danny Green does not suck. He
the
stepped
only
up his
problem
game this year because he knows.
You know what? I will never go to a Spurs game as long as Danny Green's on that team.
Epically says he didn't mean shits. He meant STDs. They give him STDs. The In and Out gives him. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know if you're eating.
I think Epically.
I don't know
right now. To be honest,
I don't even know if he's eating a cheeseburger, bro. You eating something nasty between them buns right there, bro. You need to check it.
There's a different buns he be eating. That's why.
That's nasty, man.
That's nasty.
That sounds like a personal problem right there. That's nasty. Gives him STDs. That's funny.
That boy on TV looks like RC Buford right there. Get those jerseys off. Oh, man. Cheers.
And then you guys got a Coyote. Ain't you guys Spurs?
We are Spurs. What the fuck? How would that fucking look? A goddamn... you know what a Spur is, right?
Yeah.
A Spurs with the Cowboys. Ching, ching,
Why couldn't they have a cowboy as a mascot? They had a coyote. I ain't seen one coyote since I've been here in San Antonio.
Because they're nocturnal. Nocturnal. They come out at night. I got some education under me. I know what nocturnal means.
All right. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. That time it took me. Okay. All right. You say
they come out at night. You're not gonna see them. And if they do come out during the day,
I'm not gonna lie.
They have rabies.
One of the best things about San Antonio is HEB.
I love HEB. That's what I was trying to get to. The two things that
look at Golden State, San Antonio, Houston, Clippers, Utah, Memphis, Oklahoma City, and Denver.
Denver's number 8. They're not gonna stay there. I'll tell you that.
So we're looking at a preview from the first round, 1-8. Like you said before in the beginning, we're looking at a preview.
Yeah, and there is a lot of mistakes. Mascot Mob said there's a lot of mistakes happening in this game, and there is. Spurs not playing right. They're not playing to their fullest.
It's a sloppy game.
It's not. They're playing Denver's game. That's what they're playing. They're gonna stop that shit. They're gonna.
That's a lucky shot right there.
That is a lucky shot. I don't even know who the fuck. Oh, Russian looking guy. That they're gonna in the third quarter. Spurs are gonna come out with the juice squad. They're gonna fucking do a 10 point.
The only reason why they're doing bad is because Danny Green's on the court.
You got my boy Leonard.
Leonard's shooting terribly tonight. What's Leonard's percentage shooting?
I don't have the stats. Whatever it says, I don't know, man. Let's see what Leonard has. I don't have the stats pulled up except whatever's on the screen. Leonard has 10 points. Aldridge has 10 points. David Lee has 10 points. Like I told you, another big pickup. I don't have his percentage, though. I don't have that shit pulled up. Man, I'm not fucking that high tech. What the hell are you thinking? Yeah, I know I got some shit here.
Let's see what we got.
But
It's not too bad, man. I mean, you're right. Spurs are playing Denver's game. But like I said, you guys always do bad against young teams.
they're not young. I don't feel it. I don't think Denver's young.
Yeah, Denver is very young.
They small, but they're not young. They're an average. I guess you want to say average. What 23? No. Yeah. What is an average NBA? Like, oh, it's a timeout. Timeout Spurs. No. What is an average NBA? Good. I guess where you say they got their most potential age.
You mean like in their prime?
Yeah.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends on when you come out. I think Kobe hit his stride when he was in, early 20s, or mid 20s.
Bro was in the NBA. Kobe was in the NBA at 14. Come on.
I'm just saying, like mid 20s, he really hit his stride.
Not
He
mid 20s.
couldn't stop him.
No, not mid 20s. My mid 20s, he was getting injured.
No, he's like 34
That's like
years
Parker.
old.
Parker's what, 30, 32, and he's old. Would you consider that still young, 32?
32? No, I think that's old.
How old is Kobe?
Once you're in the 30s, man, you're pretty much, you're running on fumes. You're getting up there. Like what LeBron just said, he's like, I'm gonna be 33. He's been playing since he was 18. Like
that boy's
them
blessed.
legs ain't.
I feel Kyrie Irving is the fucking
LeBron's gonna be like Charles Barkley, bro. When he leaves, when he gets off, his hairline's gonna be in the middle of his head, and he's gonna be all fat.
There's a picture out there where I guess it was like media day for Cavs, and he fucking like spray painted black or some shit. That hairspray black.
I don't know,
his
man.
hairline. Next thing you know, the fucking game comes, and like he's missing it.
It's gonna be
What are you
he's
looking
gonna be a big mess. He's gonna stop working out and everything. He's gonna get fat.
I don't think he is. He's gonna be fine. LeBron's gonna do fine after the NBA post NBA career, but he's breaking. I told you he's fucking breaking right now. That's why the shit's happening. That's why shit's hitting the fan over there in Cleveland. You know what? You know who needs to come to Spurs? Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving needs to come to Spurs. He wants a championship. Come to Spurs. We'll utilize him right. We'll utilize Kyrie Irving to the fullest like he should. That's what we'll do.
Why are you getting all these other? Get what you got and then win with them. You trying to get everybody else to make you a better team. Y'all sound like Cleveland.
No. Cleveland over there. LeBron runs Cleveland. LeBron's over there asking for a player. You just got fucking Culver or whatever. That boy's a pure shooter. If he wanted someone else, why didn't he ask for a certain player? Why didn't he fucking have the meeting with the owner? Because I'm guarantee you, he fucking eats dinner with that guy and tells him what to do. That's what LeBron does. LeBron runs Cleveland. He runs any other team he goes to. Look at Miami. Where's Miami right now?
I don't know, man.
After
the
he
biggest
left.
thing they got messed up on is when they got Carver.
Yes, they did. Because they lost
terrible.
3 of their bench players. They lost 3 of the good players. That when they got Culver, whatever the fucking name is, that's when the fucking Cavs went down because they don't need that guy. They don't need a shooter. They have shooters. They have fucking Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is the shooter. Why would you get that? You need a fucking center or power forward. You need an inside guy. They didn't get that. They needed some good inside guy.
Man, there goes Jock. What's his name?
Who?
Number 15. He gets out. He had 4 points, 2 assists. Chandler leading all scorers with 13.
I told you that and with 11 minutes.
Well, he
I
has
don't know
14.
why.
Harris got 13. Nelson got 11. You got Barton got 12.
But I don't know why they don't put Chandler back in. That's what they need to do.
Everybody needs some rest, man.
It ain't about rest. Rest is for the dead. All right.
Man, it just looks so sloppy. Why does it look so sloppy?
Who?
No, just the game. The game just looks so sloppy, man. They can't get a rebound. See all these old folks trying to get rebound?
There ain't no old folks there, son. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's that
Danny
picture.
Green. Danny Green. Everybody just don't turn it over, Danny. Just don't turn it over, Danny. Look at it. You don't even know what to do. Oh, man, he scored. See, that makes me look stupid.
Who?
Danny Green just
And did he
scored.
run it in? What did he get?
Denver sucks because they let Danny Green score. I don't care. They just suck. If they win the game, I would just say they still suck because they let him score.
Man, I'm over here watching this game. What the hell's that?
So it's a good game so far, man. I mean, like it's entertaining.
It's a good game.
How's the AT&T Center? Is it big?
It's average.
It's average.
It's average. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
what's great is it's better than the Alamo Dome, man. When they were playing the Alamo Dome, you get the $10 seats. You're like way up there. They look like ants. You know what the Alamo Dome is, right?
Right.
The Alamo Dome is a football stadium, and they cut off a quarter of it. Used to put the Spurs on the sun.
Nice block.
That's Kawhi for you. Look
That's
at
a
him.
nice block, man.
Kawhi stepped up. Look, there goes Green with the three. Ooh.
He airballed it. That's what I told you, man. That's what I told you.
No,
Danny
don't worry
Green
about that.
sucks, dude. Danny Green sucks. Like, look at everybody's all like, man, he took less money too. He sucks. He's on his way out, man.
No, look Kawhi Leonard's pissed
Kawhi
off.
Leonard, because he's all like, man,
I did all that work for you, and all you do is get airball. At least hit the rim. Come on.
Danny Green sucks, dude.
Don't hate on Danny Green.
Let's
The
say-
reason why Spurs kept him was for defense.
Leonard only got 7 points,
He
man.
has a big ass wingspan, so that's why Spurs kept Danny Green.
Oh man, dude. This is like we were just talking about that guy and he airballs a 3. It's garbage.
He's not garbage.
Yeah, it's a slow night for you guys, man. Ginobili got 16 though, man.
Because Ginobili doesn't
I should just
suck.
keep telling him, old man. I think he's hearing me. It's like, you're an old man. You're an old man, Ginobili.
Ginobili, yeah, right. Keep telling him that so he keep getting more points. He's been shooting.
He's
them
an old man.
threes. Ginobili.
He's starting to stretch out the game now.
Ooh,
46-39. They got 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And, Spurs look like they're going to start taking control of this game.
Spurs better fucking take control of this game.
Yeah. Then now it comes down to just pretty much
You got the Disney
protecting
music
the
in
ball.
the background over there.
Yeah, man, it's a family event. It's like we being home.
We
It's
are
like being
in the
home.
living room. That's why.
Yep, we're in the living room with you.
That is hey, keep my personal life out, all right? Bro, these stats are falling behind. Like the game is 39-46 and the stats show fucking 29-33. I don't know what's going on with these stats.
Gotta reboot it. Refresh it.
You know what?
But this is why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we're here. We're here to keep you informed of what's going on with the Spurs and Denver Nuggets. It's a pretty good game. They call it timeout with 46-41. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
That's what happens, when you're live. We could fuck the stats. We could just talk on whatever.
And that's what the good thing is, man. It's just like, if we were sitting down in the living room with you and all these different issues coming up in sports and everything.
Talking to me. I'm kind of confused right now.
I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. We could talk
I feel
about all
better
this
now.
stuff. Oh, I'm always. Okay. All right. I'm here for you.
I'm here.
I'm here. You'll have my full attention. You have my full attention. But this is what it is, man. This is what makes it fun. We could sit here, talk, drink a little bit, talk shit about a lot of people. How the game has changed.
It's all shit talk. Oh, shit talk. I don't know what the stats going on. So I don't know if anyone's ever used Cody, but I actually like this program. Have you ever tried this shit?
No, I'm seeing it for right now, man. It's pretty good.
I don't want to get into this shit. You could YouTube it if you want, but like, I got the inside scoop. I got the guy that could hook you up with it. You buy a little Amazon stick. He can hook you up with this shit. You know what I mean? You'll watch whatever you want here.
Don't be putting secrets out there. Don't be putting secrets
Yeah, you're
out
right.
there.
Maybe I shouldn't, because I'm not trying to get sued or arrested. What the? Who is that guy?
I don't know.
Move cam? Oh, we're watching the league, Spurs league pass, and they're showing some crazy ass people up here.
Weird. But it's all good, man. It's looking good, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking good. It's our first podcast, and we're really enjoying this. We got a lot of things to work on, but I think everything will
It was
work.
a last minute thing.
Yeah.
I called you up like literally 10 minutes before we went live. We're up here. We just started this shit. Like, we didn't even have any press. We don't got paper. We don't got stats. We don't got shit.
We don't got nothing, man.
We're going off the brainsicles. We're going off the little brain stems we have going, you know?
Whatever's left.
Yeah, whatever is left.
Whatever's left.
Is left after all that, yeah.
Whatever's left. Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan. They're putting some stats up there. But this is good, man. I'm excited, man. This is pretty cool. It's 46-41. Spurs over the Nuggets. We got three minutes left in the game.
In the game, in the half.
In the half.
The first half is almost done here.
Boom. And they need to work on their rebounding.
Hey, so yeah. We're gonna go live again. Man, we gotta do this again for real. Like,
look at Aldridge, man. He's just old. Look at I'm old. Dang, there it is. I'm old. He look at y'all frustrated. He just walking.
There's different links I could choose. Let me choose a different one. Looks like they're going slow motion on that one. Maybe it's the NBA live stream one. Maybe that's the one right there. I need to over here go back into the CBS Sports little thing here. So you get the live stats, because it's kind of pissing me off how the live stats just, like, stopped.
Yeah, I know,
how
right?
How the fuck did the live stats just stop? Like, you're a nationally networked place, and it's just, like, dead and locked in dead stats.
We got Spurs 50, Nuggets 43.
Yeah, commentate why I fix this.
Let's go, Aldridge. Parker bringing it up. You know, I give much respect for Parker, man. He's been playing since he was 14, man. Was it 14, 16 when he was in the professional league? When he first started out?
He was in the European pros, I think, at 16.
Yeah, man. So he's been playing a lot of basketball, dude. He's been playing longer than all of them people on there, man. LeBron, Kobe, you know, be able to be playing.
He got a lot of miles. He got a lot of miles on those legs, man.
Shoot, man. And just the reason how he's been playing tough all these years, man.
You know, I'm a
man. Ginobili having a night. He's having a night, man. I can see you got the buzz cut. You got the buzz cut, Ginobili. You got the buzz cut.
Yeah, I got it back. I just went back on NBA. Man, I gotta take a piss, but I'm not trying to mess with this shit here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take a piss real quick. It's all this drinking. That's what happens when you drink and podcast and do it live, because shit happens. Man, I gotta take a piss real quick. You want another drink?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Go ahead and commentate, still live.
Yeah, I got it, man. We good. So the Spurs and the Denver Nuggets over here playing a pretty solid game. We're seeing a little preview here. 1-8. If this playoff started today, this is what you would see in the first round. Spurs taking on the Denver Nuggets. You know, the Spurs are playing Denver's game. You know, it's a little upbeat, fast pace. Spurs seem out of whack, but you know, they got the lead 52-44. It's just come down to just separating themselves. You know, they got Ginobili on the floor, Aldridge. They got Kawhi Leonard, Parker, and David Lee. Denver just won't go away. That's just what it is. Denver won't go away. But everybody comes to play Spurs. They play Spurs like it's a championship game. It's kind of like, you know, everybody comes to play the Cavs. Everybody comes to play the Golden State Warriors. It's just, you know, certain teams you just got to come and play. You want to put yourself on the map, you just got to come play. Yeah, man. Old school, man. It's like, you know. So what's that boy named Chicky from the LA Lakers? From the Lakers? And he was like, the Jello's jiggling, the eggs are hard, and the Jello's jiggling. That's like I used to.
Oh, it sound like an old school commentator.
Just you see these games these days, man. It's just like it's out of whack, man. It's like, man, come on, run the offense.
What do you want to do in the house? You want to stay live or what? You want to continue talking?
Yeah,
we
man.
Let's
do this, man.
We can talk about
I'm glad to be here. I'm having so much fun. This is something that we can work off, But this is great, man. We got 7 people listening in, and we got people chatting to us and stuff like that. So that's great, man. This is our first time. We don't get bigger and better every day.
We have 2 people I don't like though. I don't like the LBI certified guy or the.
Why? What's wrong? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. They just. I just. They irritate me.
They irritate you.
Yeah, what I mean. Sometimes.
Some people do that, man. You just but you gotta let it go. You gotta run. Shake it off, man. You can't let those people bother you.
Epically asks. I don't know if you've heard Epically. I understand that you're asking. He wants to know, is Bert a Spurs fan? If he's been listening since the beginning, apparently he's not.
No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put it. I am not a Spurs fan. I am a Lakers fan, and but I respect the Spurs. I respect everything they've done in their organization, and Tim Duncan and Robinson. These guys are, they have the record. Don't they have the record for the most?
Mascot Mob says. He said, "Catch me outside. How about that?
Oh,
Catch me outside. How about that?"
Oh man. These Spurs fans they sensitive. They like LeBron James and his hairline. They like LeBron James and Charles Barkley.
Don't
be sensitive. How
about you catch me outside? How about that?
Just don't be sensitive.
Ain't nobody sensitive over here. You know why? Because we bleed black and silver. We through and through. We stay true to our team. We don't.
I think if you bleed black and silver, there's something medically wrong with you.
Fucking California fans do when they jump teams from L.A. Lakers in the mid 2000s to L.A. Clippers to the Warriors, bro.
Well, why are we talking about the Clippers? Why are we talking about the Warriors?
Because Clippers were good before the Warriors were. They started doing good after the Lakers were. Then all of a sudden the Warriors come up, and now California people are Warriors fans. Like, what the fuck? You got 3 teams to choose from. They have all 3 jerseys in their closet.
Don't you got 3 teams to choose from in Texas?
People in San Antonio, we straight silver and black. That's it. We're Spurs fans. We don't jump to Rockets. We don't jump to Mavs. You want to know why? Because we fucking hate the Mavs, and we don't give a shit about Rockets. That's just straight how it is. You want to know why?
That's the dark horse this year. That's the dark horse this year.
To get to fucking Houston or Dallas, and we don't feel like taking that trip.
I thought it takes 3 hours to get to Houston.
Hell no. What? Well, you're driving 101 miles an hour or some shit. I'm trying not to get arrested. I can't catch a case. I can't catch a case.
This is crazy, man. I don't know. I respect the Spurs. I respect the Spurs. Maybe if I went to go see a game, maybe I like them a little bit more.
But see, when I go to Spurs game, I don't like sitting at the top, son.
The nosebleeds?
I don't like that.
Man, and you know what? It's funny because every time I look on social media and everybody's like, at the Spurs game, and they're like up on the roof. They're like on the roof, man. They take their pictures of their like $12 drinks, and they're like, oh, we got and then you see little specks in the camera. Like, man, where you guys at?
I don't do that.
That's why I will never go to a game unless I'm sitting I can see the players,
You can feel their feelings.
I can hear them. I can hear them cuss. Okay, I can hear them yell.
That. I love that.
I can't be in the nosebleeds, and it'd be like playing in a video game or something like that.
I hate that. That's why I don't go all the Spurs games because of that. I want to get season tickets. But those seats I want are about $1,200 a game. They're stupid expensive. They're stupid expensive. But
to see the Spurs?
To see the Spurs. When I was in North Carolina, I bought Spurs came to Charlotte. The first time it was there, I haven't seen them in like 2 years. I was deployed, all this other shit. So it's been a while. So I was like, you know what? They're coming to Charlotte. It's an hour away. I'm going to go to it. I talked to my boy. My boy there was like, hell yeah. He's a Chicago Bulls fan. So I told him straight out. I was like, you come to Spurs with me? I got good seats. Right there in the corner. It's a corner of the court. First seats. Not court side, but the first seats on the, the thing. Basically second row, I guess.
Yeah, second tier. It's all good though.
Second tier, whatever. I said, if you're going to go with me, you're going to have to rep Spurs. You can't rep no Chicago Bulls.
What? But you in Charlotte. How you don't deem the man to cheer for the Spurs if you're in Charlotte?
Because the Spurs are playing. So I was like, you're not going to, first of all, you're not going to go for Charlotte. Why the fuck would you go for Charlotte?
I don't know.
So what
Jordan?
he did, bro, when I picked him up,
Kembe?
Jordan.
Kembe Walker?
No, when I picked him up, he went out and bought a Spurs shirt and a Spurs hat. I said, there you
Oh,
go. I said, there you go. You know what? And you want to know how much I got those tickets for? Because the fucking Charlotte sucked. I got them for $275 a piece, right down the court. So I was like, you know what?
How much?
$275 a piece.
That's good, man.
Right there on the
But
court
everything
side.
is cheap in Charlotte, man. Nobody goes to Charlotte games, so
They don't. That's
it's kind of
why.
like
And
back
they
in the
suck.
day when they were like giving away Philly tickets, like, hey, please come see us.
Giving them away.
Giving them away, like
Hey,
trying to
we
fill
got
the
free
seats
tickets
up.
out here. Like even
Like back in when Washington sucks, when they're
even
Washington
people
Bullets.
that have season tickets were scalping them for free.
I know, right?
They're like,
They're
hey,
like,
here.
man, I messed up. I was drunk one night and I bought some Charlotte tickets. You want it? Like, you know, some Philly tickets. Like,
But I looked at the same seats as the Spurs. They were for $750 a piece.
for the Spurs. Why anybody want to come see the Spurs?
Everyone wants to see the Spurs.
I'm just playing.
How dare you talk about the Spurs? Like
Hey, I'm serious though, man. One of these days, man, I'm really gonna go, and I'm probably gonna be one of those games. It's probably gonna be the best games they ever played, or something like that. I have a feeling, and it's gonna be like, you know, all historical and stuff like that. And I'll be like, all of the games I could have went, I went to the one historical game, and now I'll never forget, and it'll be implanted in my head for years to come. And then I'll be like, hey, man, the Spurs ain't that bad. Like, don't talk about the Spurs.
Hey, there you go. So we're gonna go to a Spurs game soon. And then, you know, we got what? When's All-Star break? Next week?
Yeah.
I think next week All-Star break. After that,
You got a plan to go to Spurs game?
I think they play. No, I don't want. I think they play Warriors here.
Oh, we can't get that. That's
Hell no, bro.
Nah,
The tickets out.
I don't wanna be
usually
there.
get between the first row and the 15th row. I have to get that. Yeah, they're expensive. I'm not gonna lie. They're pricey. That's why I only go about twice a year because
right.
you know, I save my
Hey,
money.
we got income tax coming up, baby.
Hey, there you go. Hey, use it. Hey, well, how much you get back? I got back this much. You know what? We paying for front row. Hey, but yeah, we got to go. We're over here watching the halftime show for the Spurs, which are like, it's a cheerleader, high school cheerleader team out here dancing.
Definitely.
Why you say definitely and you're looking at the screen like that?
Because I was just like, what
He's
are
like, definitely.
we? Like, what are we doing?
You're like looking at it like,
what are we
definitely.
doing?
But we're gonna be doing this. Let me just tell y'all. I appreciate everyone for listening. I understand that, you know, this shit's just randomly shit. We're talking off the wall. If you look at the description, we don't stick to a transcript or a schedule or little, you know, notes. This is off the brain podcast here. We do crazy shit. You know, I got other people that are gonna jump in the podcast. I got Epic Lee. I got fucking Acer One to be jumping in. AG3. We're all gonna come do this a couple times. We got Bert. I want to appreciate all y'all coming. We talk crazy shit. We have the Spurs game put up. We have the stats. I'm sure y'all are like, man, fuck these guys are just talking about everything but the Spurs and Denver. But that's just how we do it here. We talk about everything. So I appreciate y'all listening in over here. We're gonna do a little break so I could get up on my alcoholism. I got a fiend to give. All right, we're back from a little break that we had. Sorry about that, but it's halftime right now. Halftime, Spurs are up, 56-50. Say what? I said 56-50. Didn't I tell you? Okay, Bert, real quick. How much you think the Spurs are going to win by? And I say that because the Spurs are going to win, and you know that.
Well, this is a preview.
Preview of what?
Preview of the playoffs.
Of what?
Of the playoffs.
That's not saying that Denver's going to stay in the 7th seed.
Well, who's going to beat them?
There's a lot
Phoenix?
of teams. It's not Phoenix ain't going to be. Hey, they did. Hey, that
Memphis?
Speaking of.
You hear about that trade rumor with Phoenix?
No, I
And
didn't
Cousins?
Let's hear.
Yeah, man. They're really thinking about the Phoenix is giving up some trades to get Cousins to sack him.
No, I don't. That's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
Sacramento needs Cousins. Cousins is Sacramento. If they lose Cousins, they have nobody. They'll be a Lakers. They'll be in the second to last worst record in the NBA next year if they do that. Like they can't do that. You can't lose Cousins because that's who they have. That's
but it's about the draft picks. Like they can start over.
They're not going to do that because that's going to be a Phoenix. Phoenix got all these fucking draft picks, high draft picks. You know,
but they'll be competitive now.
Minnesota got all these high draft picks, all these great young players. Where are they at? Where are they at? They're not even in the top 8. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not. And then that.
So
Levine,
wouldn't it be perfect?
The number 1 and number 2 pick, Levine. Did you just hear what happened yesterday?
Oh yeah, he tore his ACL, man.
He's out for the season. Out for the season, son. So I don't think they're gonna trade Boogie like that. They're not. Nobody's gonna trade Boogie. Sacramento's not gonna trade Boogie. You know where you need to if ever does he get traded, you know where he needs to go? Spurs. That's where he needs to go.
What? Man, this guy has 15 technical fouls this season and 105 technicals in his 7-year NBA career.
Because
the guy is a
he does
headache.
not have a leash on. You know who will put the leash on? Popovich. Popovich will put that leash on him.
Popovich don't even want the drama.
He'll put that leash on him.
But he wants money. It's a young guy. He wants money.
You know what? If he wants a championship,
no. It's about getting paid.
Ain't nobody want to get paid this year. Oh, actually, I take that back.
Next year it's about
that's
getting.
The reason
it's
why
about getting a paycheck.
That's the reason why we don't have the fucking game streaming right now because I'm not trying to get sued. I like my pay. I need to keep this shit. I got a new house. I'm paying on a new house right now.
Probably. Say it's possible the Suns could upgrade. Sacramento center DeMarcus Cousins could be on the move earlier this season. Cousins among the NBA's best post players. Said he has conversation with the Suns point guard Eric Bledsoe about one day playing together. Cousins and Bledsoe were college teammates at Kentucky.
That don't mean shit.
They won a championship there too.
That don't mean shit. Okay, look, LeBron and fucking Carmelo were same, draft year. What, 03? That shit ain't gonna happen. They're talking about fucking Carmelo coming to the Cavs. Cavs are just...
They're just desperate, man.
It's not that they're desperate. You know who's desperate? LeBron. I fucking hate he is one of the biggest whiners, floppers, travelers. The only reason LeBron is great because he's great at his position. You know, he does his position great. That's it. You know who's the best on that team? Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is the team.
Yes, man. He is the closer, man. He's somebody that you want to give the last second shot to.
And
it's not LeBron.
What was it? I forgot what game. They gave it to that Culver. No, don't give it to that guy just because he thinks he's a pure shooter. He doesn't fit in the team well. He doesn't. That's the problem right now. I don't know.
Was it? You're absolutely right, man. Let's see. Shoot, the Kings sent DeMarcus Cousins talked to John Wall too, trying to set up his old super team in Sacktown, man.
Who?
John Wall.
Who?
He played with him too, man.
John Wall's not gonna go to Sacramento.
Man, John Wall need to get out of Washington.
No, Washington's doing great.
How they doing great? They're like above a little, like what, 2 games above 500?
Before 2017, we'll say 2016, December, November, October, they sucked. They won their last 9 of 10. They're in the number 5th seed right now in the East.
How would that
They're
team?
moving real quick. They just won yesterday.
Right.
Like,
But if you check this out, what happens if we had they had Bledsoe, not Drew Bledsoe, but Bledsoe,
Drew Bledsoe,
John Wall, and Cousins on the same team?
It'll be. I'm not gonna lie. It'll be a beast team. It'll be a beast team. But
That would
it's
be a good
not.
team.
It's not what.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of, bro?
Who?
Don't think I'm crazy though, but Scottie Pippen.
Kawhi Leonard.
Scottie Pippen,
You can't
boss.
do that.
Scottie
Pippen was a role player. Jordan was the team. Scottie Pippen. If he
This is what it would
Okay,
look.
you know what you could do?
Kawhi Leonard is what Scottie Pippen would look like without Michael Jordan.
Excuse me. No,
Yeah, Scottie Pippen took the Bulls to the playoffs without the Jordan for the 2 years. They still went to the playoffs.
Yeah, but that even with no.
Yeah,
I think
did.
Scottie Pippen's like.
I think it was the Eastern Conference playoffs against Magic, and they lost because they didn't have
I need to
Jordan.
look that up.
Yeah, man.
I don't think that's. I don't know. Scottie Pippen's a great player.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think.
that's what Kawhi Leonard.
No, Kawhi Leonard is a Jordan. Not saying he is Jordan. Not. Hold on. Listen.
Oh man.
It might be the alcoholism talking, but
yes.
Kawhi Leonard is not. I'm not saying he's Jordan.
Spurs fan, dude.
I'm not saying he's Jordan, but he runs a team like he was Jordan. The Spurs, it's Kawhi's team. It's not Aldridge's team. It's Kawhi's team.
Okay, but that doesn't make any sense. He's a Pippen.
He's not a Pippen though.
He's not Jordan. He's not Jordan.
Because
of scoring points like that.
No.
The guy's a defensive thug, man.
But he's an offensive killer too.
I don't know about that.
He's an offensive killer.
How many points
too.
he got tonight?
I'm not pulling up the stats right now. You know what? I'll put the box scores. Let's see.
Man.
Let's see what Kawhi has. Go to San Antonio real quick. Kawhi's at 11 points. He's not done either. Kawhi has 11 points.
Right, if he was like Michael, right now he would have 20-something points.
No.
Maybe 30. Going in.
That's not true. Because Kawhi his time is the second half. This is where he's gonna push the scores off. You know, he's gonna get that cushion that the Spurs need.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
Kawhi Leonard is not what you think he is. He's a role player. Yes, he's a star. The reason why he's a star player is because he's on the Spurs. There's no superstars.
But you can't say that. What?
What's superstars on the Spurs?
We don't need superstars because
exactly.
we're
is
a
not
team
based off on superstars. That team is based off role players that get together and make a great team. They're a team basketball. Kawhi Leonard making him sound like
all right.
Michael
Let's
Jordan
put it like this:
is making him an individual. He's thinking like he's carrying that team.
So if you put Kawhi Leonard on the Lakers, you think he'll be the same he is
With the team that they have,
with the team they have now?
we'd be a playoff team
But why?
because he's that veteran that plays
He's not a
solid.
veteran. He's only 3 years 4 years in.
What do you call? Okay, he's a veteran. He's a veteran. He's won a championship.
Okay, I guess if you want to say this,
he's back-to-back defensive player of the year. He's a veteran. Okay, and I'm gonna put it like this: his defensive skills with the Lakers, young crew.
Well, that's what
would be
they
a
need.
playoff.
That's exactly.
It's kind of like this team, but Kawhi would be. It's kind of like
Danny Green.
Look,
Talk about Danny Green.
Danny Green is garbage.
Don't say that.
You know what? Never mind. Until Danny Green is off the team, I will not go to a Spurs game. I'm boycotting Danny Green right now. Danny Green, boycott right here. Petition for him to get traded.
Don't say
Put
that,
him on the
'cause we
trade
need
block. Put him on the trade block.
That's my boy Danny
The last
Green.
2 playoff runs, he's been garbage. Garbage. Non-seen. I couldn't even see him. Did he play? Did he play last year?
He did play last year.
When? He was an invisible man then.
He had an off year.
Off year.
Especially in the playoffs. He had an off year. You know what? Can he continue this? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. My phone is
Off
ringing.
year.
I need to just see who this is.
Off year is not disappearing from the playoffs. So I can tell you that right now. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I would have to say I will not see any Spurs game live with Danny Green on the team. I am a Danny Green hater. I believe that's the weakest link on his team. I believe if Kawhi Leonard was such an awesome player like my counterpart here, Andrew, was talking about, he would be doing all types of things, but he's an all-around player. You got a bunch of all-around players. getting together and making a great team. And if he went to the Lakers, I guarantee you that we'd be a playoff team too. He would just be like with the second tier team, pretty much with all the younger guys. But the score is 67-54. Spurs up. Third quarter with 9 minutes left. And Kawhi hits an open jumper. Man, he's just a defensive thug, man. I love it. 13 points. It's 13 points in the game. Good turnover. Now they're losing it. Denver's losing themselves. They're getting overwhelmed. 69-57. Kawhi has the ball. Takes a good step. Got fouled. Man.
Sorry about.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This is what you said. He's a third quarter. He's a second half guy.
I told you he's a second half guy. That is when Kawhi comes out. He is let's just say he allows a team to do what they do. I think that's what Popovich wants. You know what I mean? He wants a team to play in the first half to see where they get. Second half, third quarter, that's where the stars come out. That's okay. You know what? We're winning or we're losing or we need to fucking step it up. Take your shots, Kawhi. Take them. Don't fucking pass them up. That's when they come out. If the starters aren't doing shit, then that's when they put the juice squad in. And Popovich.
Who came up with the juice squad?
I don't know, to be honest. I think it was the announcers in the Spurs. Sean Elliott, Hall of Famer.
Hey, what was that thing when I first came here to San Antonio? They were like the race to sex or some stuff like that. What do they call it? They have like a little theme every year.
The race to sex is the race to. You know Spanish?
Yeah, I know Spanish. Is that every year? So like next year they'll be like, or they'll keep saying it until they win it, and then they'll be like, oh, and then they'll make up some other stupid thing the next year.
Well, we had. I don't want to talk about what happened last year.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about it.
We're
talking about the Spurs. We're talking about the Spurs. We're talking about the Spurs.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Man,
you know what?
I hate
this. It's 2017. It's February 3rd, 4th.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Well, the Spurs are starting to turn it up. Denver's starting to make some really
it's not about
mental mistakes.
Suck.
No, it's just they're starting to make mental mistakes. The game is starting to wear them down now. Now the Spurs got them where they want. But Kawhi Leonard's, firing it up. So, right now this is where they can stretch out the lead and.
Oh, they are.
And take care of the ball.
This is where it always happens. They always stretch the lead out here. This is where it goes. It starts off here. The third. This is where they pushed off when they played the 76ers last time too. Is the third quarter, and this is where they're going to continue to do it.
That's what's up, man. So 73-54 with 7 minutes left in the game. Nelson has the ball. Up over the top. What was that? Oh, look at Pop. Pop getting angry. Man, sometimes I be thinking Pop be talking to the players when he be yelling at people. I be like, man. He be talking to the other team's player like, you suck. You suck. You suck, man. You suck. You should be in the NBA. You suck.
Dude, the statement that I guess sticks, I want to say here in San Antonio with Popovich is when Popovich is like, be nasty. You do nasty. Nasty.
Dude, did I tell you about how I met Pop the first time?
No.
Yeah, man. I was working in a facility, clinic. He walked in and I was like, dude, I thought this guy was like 6'4".
Pop?
6'5", man.
If you look at him, he is
like he's just as tall as me.
Yeah.
Man.
First of all, you ain't 6'4".
No, he's just I'm not 6'4", 6'5". Okay. So that's what I thought he was. And then I was just like, you're human. You're not a god like I thought you were, man. You're like
I got a story about.
And then he was in the Air Force too, man. I didn't know that.
He went to the Air Force Academy. Yeah, you didn't know that?
High flying Air Force, huh?
Yeah, he went to Air Force Academy.
He's the one with the good food and the good gyms and everything like that.
Over there on the seat, sitting down all the time.
That's it. That's all they do.
That's all they do. That's all Air Force does.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Kadena was the shit.
Who?
Kadena was the what's up, man.
Yeah, Let me bring this down a little bit so they can see more of the stats. Yeah, I don't know what happened to CBS Sports, man. They just stopped fucking posting the stats. They stopped in the second quarter. It was weird. But we got to back up on NBA, so y'all keep that. Y'all keep that going up there. Damn, but I'm running out of juice.
I don't know what the reason is to arguing a call.
I think I talked about that yesterday. Like
why do they argue a call? When you get called, when it's a foul, it's a foul. It's no reason like, oh, what did I do? Oh, next time? Okay. Like,
okay, tell me who's that king? Who's the king of that? Like, there he goes. There's Danny Green. Oh, God,
Danny Green sucks, bro. Like, why you keep saying his name? Everybody's like, why is he still on the court?
No, that's why, he's long.
Why is he still on the court?
He has that defense.
Oh my God.
That's why Danny Green's on
That's
the
not
court.
defense.
We need him
That's
on there.
That's a defense. Look, that's.
Oh my God, man! If any one of y'all are watching this goddamn game,
Come on, man.
Y'all would have saw Parker just throw it into the stands. Like, he's like, "Hey, coach," to Denver. Hey, coach,
guess who was looking for? Danny Green, and he wasn't there, like an invisible man,
Danny
like he
Green's
always
on
is.
the corners every time. That's why.
That's all he does. He just camps out, man. He might as well build a tent out there.
Hey, you know what he got the shot for.
Look at David Lee.
He was a great pickup for the Spurs, like I said before.
Oh,
God damn it.
They're starting to have that old age kick in now.
No, because he was ready for that rebound dunk, That's why David Lee lost it like that.
This is what happens when the arthritis kicks in, man.
Damn,
when the Bayern starts to wear off.
The shots. The morphine shots.
The morphine shots starting to wear off, man. This is where it's all happening right here, bro.
It's not that, man.
There it is, man.
The Spurs, okay. We should have done this at the half, but how much do you think the Spurs are going to win by? Like right now, we should have done it at the half, but
maybe
we should have done it at the beginning of the game.
10 to 15?
You think just no, just give or take 2. So you say 10?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so they win by 10. Give or take 2, so we say 12-8.
Yeah.
Popovich is not going to keep the starters in that long. I say that.
No. He's about to take them out right now because they're huffing and puffing.
I say they're gonna win by.
They're huffing and puffing.
I say they're gonna win by.
Look at Kawhi, boy. Kawhi, where's the juice team at?
That'd be you know what? Don't worry about the juice team. They're resting because they're gonna come out in the 3 minutes till. I say that the Spurs gonna win, give or take 2 by 5.
Okay. All
I
right.
say they're gonna win by 5 because that's usually what happens. Pop takes them out by 3 minutes, 4 minutes till. And, Juice Squad comes in. They do pretty good. And they start slacking off.
The score is 77 to 57.
Oh, Wizards won again this year. Let's go. Let's bring the stats up. Who's final? You got 76ers, man, lost. Well, that's not a surprise. To the Miami Heat, 102 to 125. You got Pacers taking the Detroit 105 to 84. That's a surprise. I expected Detroit to give a little bit of fucking fight on that. You got the Atlanta Hawks beating Orlando 113 to 86.
Orlando sucks.
Yeah, that's no surprise. Wizards 105 to 91 against New Orleans.
It's a team sport, ladies and gentlemen. It's a team sport. Not one guy can beat you.
Yeah, but
You got the
Wizards have been doing really good.
Yeah.
This month is
I'm not gonna lie.
they are what I think they're the 4th seed. They jumped up to the 4th in power rankings. They're number 5 in the NBA.
Can they beat the Cavs?
They haven't played them. Well, they haven't played them this year. I'm gonna say 2017. When I talk about this year, I'm talking about 2017. They haven't played them yet. 2017 this year. So I want to see that game. We could do this again. We could do this again with the
I
Warriors.
want to see the Cavs smash on Washington.
They're not gonna smash on them.
Bro.
The way the Warriors or the Wizards are playing right now, I think it's gonna be a good game. To be honest, I think it's gonna be a great game. If Kyrie plays, like he usually plays, and if LeBron does, tries a little bit in the third and second quarter because he's not a finisher. LeBron's not a finisher. They might be able to, but if the Wizards play like they usually been, like a team, it's done. The Cavs are not going to win. I really say, you know what? I'll say it right now. It's recording.
You know what I want to see again? I want to see the Spurs versus the Cavs again. I love that damn game.
That was a great game.
It was a great game. I'm not going to lie. You remember we were on the phone for like the last 5 minutes in overtime?
That was a great game. Now, you know what? I shit my pants about twice.
Why?
Because it's stressful. I'm a Spurs fan. See, this game's not stressful because they're winning. They're like, I'm happy. I'm not stressed. I'm not anxious. I don't have nothing because I know the Spurs. I know the Spurs are going to win. They're winning by almost 18 points.
We don't always know if the Spurs are going to win.
Yes, we do.
That's why you play the games.
I do.
That's why you play the games.
I do.
Because if they were all going to win, they would already go to the playoffs right now. There's no reason to see regular games. Of course, they go to playoffs every year.
When the Cavs were playing the Spurs, I was screaming like a girl. I was yelling.
Yes, you were emotional. You were a bit emotional.
I was kind of scared when they went to overtime because Spurs are not the overtime team. They're really not.
Because that old age started kicking in, right?
But it was a great game.
Old time. Yeah.
It was a great game. You know what? That would have been a great game to be watching right now because you would have heard the stress. You would have heard it in my voice. It's stressful.
It got high.
I'm passionate.
Sometimes.
I'm passionate about the goddamn Spurs. So
I'm not gonna lie. I was getting passionate too, man. I was getting passionate. I'm not a Spurs fan, but I was getting passionate, man.
It kind of, it scared me a bit. But hey,
Cavs. I really don't like LeBron James. I really don't like the Cavs.
I don't.
It's not the fact that I hate on him because he's a great player. He's gonna be, a Hall of Famer for sure.
Of course, he is.
There's nothing that that nobody could take away from him. The guy's a solid player, but I think people amp him up because, I don't know. I guess because there's nobody else here in the league.
There's a lot of people, but I feel it's the media. To be honest, I think the media
it's starting to act like a soap opera, bro. Like a dramatized
look
thing
at how the NBA is though. It's soft. It is a soap opera.
Like drama. Man.
It is drama. That's what this is, and it sucks because it's not. We'll just put out the big names: Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson. It ain't that Hakeem Olajuwon top of year.
Yeah,
bro. Dude, one of my favorite fights ever in the NBA was Charles Barkley versus Shaq. You saw them face to face.
It was funny.
Charles Barkley was looking up at Shaq, and then fucking Shaq swings, misses, and Charles Barkley picks him up.
I got a better one.
Who?
With Doug Christie versus Rick Fox.
I did not. See that one.
That you got to look up, bro. That was.
But Rick Fox. Was
they got ejected, and then Rick Fox was like, "Oh hell no!" and then went running. And found this motherfucker before he got to the locker room, bro. And they started fighting in the front of the locker room, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing. That's passion. That's what I call passion for the game, bro.
That's what the NBA is not like that no more.
No, it's not. It's Steph Curry. That's what we call it. NBA is called Steph Curry. That's the new dish. There you go, there, Hardy. Mix it around. You're cooking. That's the new dish. It's called Steph Curry, baby. That's all you'll do. Like nobody likes to see a game that doesn't have 100 points in it.
But it's not that. It's just like I said before, and I hate repeating myself, but it's. The players are scared to foul the 3-point because it gives them, the games are so close. It gives them that edge. You got the 3-point foul. Right. You shoot three. Everyone's good at foul shooting. That's why it's so soft.
Man, I think this is gonna get out of hand real quick. The score is 82-61 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and Spurs are really opening it up right now. They're gonna start to really run away from this.
Oh, of course they are.
Give the gold Denver Nuggets a real good ass whipping.
They're gonna get that nugget.
Good country Texas ass whipping.
There you go. Hey, and look at who they have right there, Simmons, son.
Yeah, I like Simmons, man. That's who. Yes, I guarantee you. Next year, I said it now. Next year, they're gonna trade Green because they got Simmons.
No, but I don't think so.
Why? Why not?
Because Green is there for the defense.
What defense?
The Spurs defense. Spurs actually this year I gotta take it back. Spurs don't have that good of a defense this year. I think Spurs average this year is 104 a game. Actually, Denver average is 110 a game. They average 110 a game.
I want you to get back to where this defense thing you're talking about with Danny Green.
Well, you see it right here. You're looking at it right here. What is 57?
Because something? Denver is shooting like shit.
It's not about this year. I think it's the defense. Let's go scroll. So it is. Let's see what this is. It's 63-82. Denver averages 110 points a game. That's what the stats say. That's what the papers say. I don't go by paper. I don't like going by papers, but that's what the papers say. Okay. Spurs average 104 a game. With that, Denver's only at 63. Spurs are at 82. They're more than what they need to get 104. Denver has a while to get. They're a little bit farther than that, Oh, if you want to see, I think I have it right here. You know? No, I don't. I don't have it up. What is it? Let's see. Bert's over here looking it up, man. On Google, God, typing it up. Hey,
Yeah, I'm trying to find out because they're shooting like shit. I'm talking about they just building the house with bricks. All these damn bricks out here, bro.
Shit, they could build my house.
Yeah, they build a extension to your house out here, and it's like, damn, this is garbage. I don't think. Man, the Nuggets is 22-27.
Who?
The Nuggets.
Who?
It's garbage.
22
and 27 in their 8th place in the Western Conference.
Look, what is the East? What's the 8th seed or 7th or whatever Nuggets are? What's the 7th seed in the East? Because the East is soft. Okay, because this is a big topic everyone talks about. If the Cavs are in the West, where would they be right now? If the Cavs, how much trouble would the Cavs have if they were in the Western Conference? Because they have it soft. They have an easy coast to the playoffs. They're gonna go to
the Cavs.
The Cavs.
Yes, every year. All they do is show up. That's it. That's how garbage the East Conference is. They just show up. That's all they do. Cavs got to show up, play mediocre, and get to the championship. There's nobody else in the Eastern Conference.
They could get
name
in the
another
seed.
team in the Eastern Conference
That what?
that you can consider being in a championship game.
Boston. Wizards. I'm sorry, Wizards.
The Wizards in the championship game.
The way they're playing right now, I feel they have a chance. The way they're playing right now, I think the Wizards, if they play like they're playing this month, I think the Wizards could go to the Eastern Conference Championship. The way they're playing this month. Now, that's not saying in April they're going to be playing the same way. You know what I mean? But you got to, it's all on how they play this, April. Not, I understand it's January. It's still early. Can't say that. But I feel if this month the Wizards play like they did, they will be playing the Eastern Conference Championship.
Are you hearing what you're saying?
I do hear what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know about that, dude. That's a little far-fetched.
How's that far-fetched the way they're playing this month?
It's a month. It's
Exactly.
30 days. It's not.
But that's what I'm saying. If they play the way they're playing this month.
The rest of the season? After All-Star break?
In April, if they're playing the way they're playing this month, if they play that in the playoffs, I feel they'll go to Eastern Conference. Not saying that they're going to win.
I'm just saying. I asked you, who else other team you could see in the championship game? And you said Boston and Wizards.
By April?
When we're getting ready to play, right now. I mean, other than the Cavs. If the Cavs weren't the Cavs, who else could you see?
Wizards in Boston. I see Wizards in Boston in the Eastern Conference playing.
I don't know, man. I think it's soft. Like, it doesn't. If it ain't the Cavs going, everybody's going to lose. Whoever, I don't care if Phoenix gets in. If Phoenix got into the championship game, they would beat anybody going out of the Eastern Conference. Like, that's how soft is Eastern Conference, bro. I honestly believe that Denver, for I don't know what God, miracle, they make it into the championship game.
Denver.
And if it wasn't, I'm just saying, listen. This is how terrible the Eastern. I'm trying to use.
Oh, you're talking about
an example of how terrible the Eastern Conference is if Denver can make it there, and whoever makes it from the East, other than Cleveland, they would win.
Yeah, I take that.
I'm sorry. I think the Eastern Conference is terrible. Boston just barely beat the Lakers, and they're hot garbage this year. And I'm a Lakers fan, so I can say that. Well, anybody can say that, but I'm just saying. I'm saying that. Like, they're garbage. Like, their Lakers are not like they're probably finished the season
Lakers are
sub
good.
500.
They're a good team. They just don't. They're not consistent, and they're young.
Like, I'm looking at the standings right now in the Eastern Conference right now. You have the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Wizards, Atlanta Hawks, Raptors, Pacers, Bulls, and the Hornets. The Hornets in 8th place.
They're not. That's easy.
At 23 and 27. 23 and 27, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get a winning record. You don't get a winning record till what? Pacers, and that's 6, and they're 28 and 22. And then you got the Raptors, 30 and 21. Well, we already know how the Raptors are going to do. Atlanta, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Ever since they got Dwight Howard, they've been doing pretty good. But they've been competitive years before that. Washington, they don't have no big man. Who they got? I mean, who? Washington. You know, they got Morris. You know, John Wall. What's his name?
I think that's their downfall is the inside game. I think they need to bump that
Any
up.
pure shooters on that team? Who's the shooter on that team? Wall's the shooter?
Wall's a shooter, but you really can't.
Are you fighting at the fact that the Eastern Conference is competitive?
No, yeah. You know what? I'm trying to look for a reason to get Cavs out the way. I'm trying to look for
the only reason that the Cavs don't get out the way is if LeBron gets hurt.
No.
Yeah.
I think if Kyrie Irving gets hurt, LeBron can't finish it by himself. Kyrie Irving runs that team. He's the finisher. If it's a close game with LeBron in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck. I'm over here getting excited, choking on my own spit. Goddamn.
Because you're really trying to convince me here.
No, but because that's true. If LeBron is in the fourth quarter, they're down 2 points,
Well,
20 seconds left.
We know this.
You really think LeBron can finish the game? Some cases, I'll give it once in 20. I don't think he can finish the game.
I'm just saying right now.
Kyrie Irving is that guy. They tried Culver the last time. Culver, whatever. That didn't work. He missed a fucking 3. They lost. LeBron went on his little spew after with the media talking about like, oh, we need a new guy. We need a playmaker. Because he's breaking. LeBron is breaking this year. He's done. Like, I'm not saying he's done in the NBA, but like he's not the same like he used to. He used to be quiet. He used to be someone that represents, right? You know, oh, we'll make it next. You know, he had good hopes. They had glasses half full. That's how he thought about it. Now it's fucking a quarter less, and he's like, the glass is almost empty. We needed a fucking guy. We need a playmaker. He's over here talking to the fucking owner. He ain't talking to the general manager anymore. He posted that on Twitter.
I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think LeBron James won his championship ring the same time Michael Jordan won his. Okay? But Michael Jordan didn't leave Chicago.
I don't like when people compare Michael
I'm just
Jordan
saying.
to LeBron James.
I'm just saying.
There's no comparison.
I just look at it like, you know, LeBron James is somebody that I believe that he would never got his rings if he hadn't left, and he would have never got his rings with anybody else. He couldn't win it by himself. He's not that player that would win it by himself.
Who?
LeBron James.
He's not.
So I really
he showed it in 2007.
he showed it to all his career, man. He can't.
They had a weak ass team.
Spurs blew him out one time, right?
They swept him. They swept him. You know, the Eastern Conference was weak then, and he made it to the finals because he did it all himself. And then when he came against the Western Conference team, Spurs swept him.
Well, at least we can agree that the conversation about Michael Jordan and LeBron James is dead, right?
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, it's dead. Nobody out there, ESPN or anybody out there should be talking about LeBron James and Michael Jordan comparisons because there's no comparisons.
There's not.
That conversation is dead. I don't want to hear nobody talk about that ever again because I don't even know how they got started. And I was more disappointed than everybody that was a sports fan, a newscaster, or anything that talked about that because they're not even on the same level. They didn't even play in the same. I mean, like their games are totally different.
So you think LeBron in the Jordan era?
Let me see. LeBron James in the Jordan era.
Yeah.
Guess who it would be? Charles Barkley.
You did? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
He would be Charles Barkley in the Jordan era. Like right there. That's who he would be. He would have to play down low. Because they would have guards, you know, because he's not a Magic.
But then
he's not a Magic.
Yeah, but that time it was the big men. See, now it's the guards. It's a guards game now. Like, you know what I mean? It's a small team play now. Small guy play.
Small team guy.
It was a big guy play. You know, everyone wanted a big guy on the inside. That was who was. If you had a big guy in the middle, you were winning.
The only reason why LeBron James is doing the things that he does is because he doesn't have anybody competing with him. He doesn't, like, back then when they played, man, they had big men that can run just like LeBron James.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, he couldn't handle Malone. Malone would tear him up. Mm-hmm. You know, Charles Barkley, man, that would be a match. I would love to see that. Charles Barkley in his prime against LeBron James.
That
That's a battle right there.
No, I think LeBron will get his boots handed to him shine. Because
No, you know what would happen? Because if LeBron James start going in the middle, he would get fouled one good time, and he wouldn't do it anymore.
It's like you have a plan until you get punched.
Exactly, like what
That's
Tyson
exactly
said.
what
You got
happened
it.
right there.
Everybody always has a plan until they
Because
get punched in the mouth.
LeBron is, favored by the fucking refs. He complains. He gets a call in the next round.
They treat him like he's Michael Jordan.
He gets a foul. He gets a foul called on a guy that's like 5'9", 6 foot.
You know what else I hate about it? When they compare him to Kobe Bryant.
Don't even.
I'm like, come on, man.
I'm not a Lakers fan, but I wouldn't. It's not. It's not
on, dude. They're actually giving him participation points. They were like, he's been to 7 championships though. I'm like, duh. Kobe. If Kobe played in the Eastern Conference, he'd go to 10.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on. Now it's like you guys are giving participation points like medals. This is why people suck now. You know what I mean? We're getting participation trophies. We're getting medals. We're getting medals for 6th place. You know what I mean? We're actually, they've gone. I've seen on TV. They actually given LeBron James credit for going to so many championships. I mean, like Michael Jordan was 6-0. 6-0.
You know what? Duncan should have been fucking 6-0.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Okay. You know why? Because I'm a Spurs fan watching Spurs games.
Duncan, man.
Duncan should have been 6-0. But you know who? Who paid got LeBron out of that? His legacy?
Ray Allen.
If it wasn't for Ray Allen, LeBron's legacy would have been a lot lower than
that would have been his 6th ring if he had won that game.
That would have been 5th, but we came back on 2014 and won our 5th. We lost the 2013 against Miami. Then we came back the next year and beat them.
Yeah, and
so we would have had, if we would have played, and if we would have won that championship and then played the way we did the next year in 2014, that would have been our 6th. If we would have won 2013.
So you mean Tim Duncan would have had 6 rings?
He would have had 6. He has 5. He's 5-1.
Who else has 5? Is Tim Duncan? Ginobili has 5?
No, they have 4.
Ginobili and Parker have 4.
Because they got Ginobili and Parker
year after?
in 2003.
Okay.
Duncan came back in 1998 when they won that 1997-1998 championship. A year or two after he got drafted. When it was that lockout time, they're like, we don't consider that a real playoff win. That's not a real championship because it was like only like fucking 40-something games or something, or 50-something games because it was like half the season was locked out. But then we came back in, 03, 04, 03, 05, 07, and 2014.
Yo, dude, let me check this out. I think I know somebody off on the Silver Stars.
No
Silver
Spurs
dancers.
Like,
seriously, man. I think somebody I knew from Shenanigans or something like that was. I was drunk one day and it was like somebody from Shenanigans. I'm a Silver dancer. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what? She had to explain it. Hey, yo, that's her.
Who?
That's her, man. I think the light skinned one in the front.
What? Her right there.
No. She has a rounder nose. Looking for the right there.
Looking for a round nose.
Round nose right there. Hold up.
She's
a little tiny thing.
I'm not gonna. Oh
yeah, right there,
bro. When I went to the Spurs game the last time, those girls are tiny.
I know they're like 5'1".
Fuck yeah. Like when I saw them, I was like, I'm not saying anything, but they
I wonder how much they get paid for this.
You want to know something funny? My aunt tried out.
Is this like, are they trying to be like the Laker girls? Is that what it is?
Laker girls have nothing on the Spurs girls. Laker girls have nothing on the Spurs girls.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You trying to compare the Silver Dancers?
Hey, that's what we have going on.
They look like a JV team, bro.
You know what?
They look like a high school JV cheer squad out there.
Spurs fucking official office, and I'm gonna tell them, you know what's a good fucking thing to put on TV? Silver Dancers versus the Spurs or the Lakers girls. Put that on TV. I'll watch it. Let's go dance to dance. Step it up part 5 or whatever they have now. Step it up part 5.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Let's do that shit.
What's this?
Angie Williams says it was 50 games in 98 or when the
50
Spurs
games
won. It was
when they
50
won?
games. Yeah, on the lockout.
Oh, because
season.
on the lockout.
Yeah.
So we don't count that one.
No, don't even
We
say
don't
that.
count
It's still
that
a
one.
championship. We got
so
a ring
he
for
won
it.
4.
You
He
wanna-
won 4 championship rings.
when I've
They
seen-
played New Jersey Nets in that championship game. And didn't New Jersey like win 30 games that year and went to the championship already?
That sounds like
That's
fucking
garbage.
That sounds like the second seed
y'all
in the
count
Eastern
that?
Conference.
Y'all count that?
That sounds like the second seed in the Eastern Conference ever
Oh
since
my
fucking
God,
2000.
man. The lockout, and they put a 30-game winning, 30 and 50. That's what they did, or something like that. 30 and 20
They
something.
played only 50 games. That
Whatever,
was it.
man.
You know
It's
what?
garbage, man.
What's crazy is I've seen the
I don't even
Spurs.
get. You know what? 4 rings. Sorry, I don't even give him the 5th one.
Stop that.
You
Stop
know
that.
that was-
That's I
you
hate
know how
hearing
I
that.
didn't-
It's-
you know
what?
why I didn't?
If you win by an inch or you win by a mile, winning's winning. Vin Diesel said it. Great.
I thought it
Fast
was
and
Al
Furious
Pacino in Any Given Sunday.
No, Vin
Yeah.
Diesel said that. You can win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. When he throws his arms
yeah.
up, man, bro,
Him.
come on.
How could
Come on,
you
you
quote
watch Fast and
that
Furious?
as in this thing? Hey, but when you got to come down to it, though, man, you got to look at it like 4 rings. I can't count that. The lockout's not fair. And you would play a full season.
But it is a season. Everyone else had a chance to win.
Yeah, because they just cut the game. They cut the game off. That's why they were just like, here we go.
But before I was really interrupted. Like I was saying, I've seen the Spurs ring. You want to know that 98, 97 championship? That's the smallest ring we have.
Yeah, because it's garbage. It doesn't count.
They didn't have enough money that year to buy the ring. You know, the NBA didn't make enough because
Yeah, they were just like, because they were weak, man. The NBA was dying
looks
down.
Like a wedding brand. It looks like a wedding band with a fucking diamond in the middle.
It's like, hey, baby, I'll get you a bigger one. I'll get you a bigger one.
There you go. Hey, but
I love you, but I'll get you a bigger one.
When I was looking at them, and every ring before then gets bigger and bigger and bigger. 2014 ring was huge. That motherfucking ring was big. But I'll tell you what, son.
I don't know, man. I feel like if I go to a Spurs game, man, I just want to be like part of the people, you know.
That's the fun of it. But I've been like I said, I'm a bias on this.
It's like I feel like all the Spurs fans never left San Antonio.
We don't.
Like never left ever.
You want to know why?
Like they don't even vacation out of San Antonio. Like
You
the
know,
furthest
like,
you'll go is like Pleasanton. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it?
You know where we have vacations? Houston or Dallas.
Like Divine.
No, not even Houston.
Like,
I
yo,
wanna say
that's like the vacation like you save up for a whole year to go.
and go to Dallas.
I was like, yo, we're going to Dallas this year. Oh my God,
6 hours away.
We're going to Dallas. It's such a cool trip. Like, you guys never leave Texas. That's what it is. Never like you leave.
You know, because it takes so long to leave. If you don't fly, it takes 7 hours to get out either way on each side.
Like I've
Takes
heard
6
like the
going up
culture
north.
here is ridiculous, man. It's like, hey, what high school you went to? Oh, I went to Holmes High. Oh man, then you already know what people care. Like, you know how people characters are of what high school they went to. It's so funny. It's like a big small town. They're like, oh, what high school you went to? I went to East High. Like, oh,
what's up? What's
well,
up,
we already
homie?
know how you act. Like, we already know how you are. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? It's like they automatically when I first got here, they asked me what high school I went to. I'm like,
because that's how we know each other by high school. Like everyone knows every high school here.
it's like if you're rich, poor, medium, white,
to be honest, that's how it goes.
Mexican,
No,
black,
seriously, like
a farmer.
like living standards are by high school.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like
Oh, man.
you say, oh, I went to Madison. Oh, so you live on the northeast side. You good? Like, oh, I went to Holmes High School. Oh,
You're poor.
Yeah,
You're poor. Like you
Oh, I
got
went-
15 of you living in a 2-bedroom,
no,
2-bath
no.
house.
Oh, that's Fox Tech.
Oh.
That's Fox Tech. South San. That's a South San. You know. Oh, you went to South San? I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
terrible,
sorry.
dude.
Like,
Like-
you're not even on the news. Like they don't even put your fucking stats up on
Yo,
the news.
dude,
You're the last minute stats on the news.
They
because,
do. They
like,
do everything by like where you grew up, like what girls go. Like, oh man, like man, she went to Warren, bro. She went to Warren. I'm like,
Warren, you out
Warren,
there, like,
the Warren got them loose boys. They
Oh, you
got
a
them
Warren
girls, them
girl?
crazy
Like,
girls out there,
you
man.
You say like, oh, I got a South San girl. Like, damn, man, she looks surprised all the time. She be painting on them eyebrows. Like, you got a South San girl.
That's
She must be-
crazy,
she must
man.
be like you saying boo every time.
Homie the clown and everything like that. Chicana the clown, yo. Chicana the clown, yo.
Man, she goes to sleep.
Yo,
her face is
that's
still imprinted on
crazy.
the pillow.
Shoot, man, I'll be
South
like,
San
yo,
girl.
where'd you go? It's like, I went to O'Connor. I was like, oh my God, you must be on that.
Angie Williams says, but you still have to play a game. Period. That she's talking about the 97-98 Spurs championship. I told you.
Hey,
She's
let
with me.
it go. You have 4 rings. I don't even count that.
5.
It's gonna be an asterisk every time they bring that up.
Angie, get on Bert, please. Please get on this guy. School him because I'm.
It's gonna be an asterisk. It's gonna be like Barry Bonds in baseball. Okay.
Taking all of them away.
Taking them all away. It's gonna be like USC. So just don't take them all away this season, man. Nobody counts that. I forgot about that, man. I was like, what?
You know, they're saying that about fucking Tom Brady, son. Since the Super Bowl.
Let me give you an update on this the Spurs game. It's 106-86, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is called a good ass whooping.
Yeah, shined up them nuggets.
Them boys got a lot to learn.
You seen the movie Leprechaun where you throw shoes at them and start shining up? Fucking, that's what the Spurs doing right now. They're fucking shining them shoes real quick, throwing them back. Like,
yeah, this is you know. What is it? What the chick said? The eggs are hard and the jello's jiggling, baby. It's over.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, there it is. It's done. Put a stick of fork in them, baby.
They have all their they have Johnson and son, the 10-day contract guy, number 30. They have him in. Popovich is like, you know what I want. He's not even paying attention to him.
How's Murray doing?
Murray's he's a rookie.
He's coming along.
He's coming along. I think Murray's actually really good. Between Murray and Forbes. Forbes is a pure shooter. Forbes is a shooter.
He's a Patty Mills. Forbes is a Patty Mills.
Yeah, Forbes is a Patty Mills. Yeah. Murray is a Tony Parker. And I think that's how they want to do it. Yeah, that's how they're gonna move up. That's how they're gonna play them.
Simmons is a better Green. It's like Green what he should have been.
But Green's taller and longer. That's the difference. Green.
But Simmons is more athletic and can play defense and actually jump over people and dunk on people.
He does have
I'm sorry. Like, he's more athletic.
But, did you know that Simmons, he came from the D League?
He came from
Houston.
nowhere.
He's from Houston.
Yeah.
He has, 7 kids, 8 kids.
God dang, bro.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Heard of condoms?
He tried out. He paid, because you could try out for the D League. You know that, right? Anyone could try out. You got to pay, I think it's $180.
You got to pay in to try out?
You pay in to try out. Everyone tries out. You get accepted. You get accepted. You don't. You don't. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Even the guys that played in the D League have to retry out every year.
Oh, okay.
You're not set like on a contract. Oh,
right.
You're
Do you get paid?
Yeah, you get paid like $30,000. It's depending on how good you are. It's not like if you're the best on there. Like Murray, he goes to D League. Once in a while.
It's like what
but he still gets he still gets
his
Spurs pay. He doesn't go down to D League pay. He still gets whatever 100,000, whatever he's.
How many games does the D League play?
I think a regular 50,
season?
Yeah, like
50
games? 60. It ain't much.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so they get. I think I looked it up, and they get 30, 40,000 a year, depending on how good you are. Some get only like high 20s. You sit on the bench all the time.
But you get to do something that you love.
You get to play. You get to travel. Everything's paid for. Travel pay, hotel, you still get $28,000. A lot of those guys have regular jobs still.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Unless they're living poor, unless they're living at a fucking $400 apartment or $300 apartment, fucking they can live off that shit.
$400 apartment with.
But Simmons was joined. I think he was making like $30,000 a year, 30 high 30s a year, and then he got picked up by the Spurs after the D League season. His contract, and even Popovich was like, yeah, he got a good signing. A good signing bonus. You know what I mean? Because he's making 100 and something thousand a year now.
Damn. Oh, just want to give a shout out to it's Black History Month. Man, that's something we have to put out. Other than that, what's everybody saying, man? She wrote some scribble over there.
Yeah, I'm over here listening to Angie. She's over here saying,
some scribble up there.
Yeah, she's over here saying, we need to stream it. Angie, we can't stream the game because I don't make the money to pay the fines if I get sued.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Either that or they're gonna cut off the stream right away once they see it. It's hard. A lot of the people that stream the game are streaming it off of servers and different links, and then it streams onto YouTube. You can't stream it straight. If you stream it straight, they cut it off, or you can actually get sued. Saying that, she's from Detroit, Michigan, and she's one of the number 0 fans out there.
I would be a Spurs
she's
fan.
Saying, I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Oh, she loves Bertans.
Oh, she loves Bertans.
Oh, she loves Bertans. That is great. That is a great pickup. I said the same thing. That boy's a beast. And Spurs actually had Bertans for 2 years, I believe, but he was playing overseas. Then I'm sorry. I'm thinking about somebody else. I take that back. They picked him up this year. He was a rookie.
Okay.
I saw his recruiting video overseas. He was a fucking all-star over there, son.
Man, everybody an all-star in the freaking European league. Shit.
Yeah, he is an all-star over there. When he came over here, he is going to be a great asset to the Spurs once he settles in. He's settling in pretty good. He really is settling in pretty good. He's a shooter. That boy could shoot on a dime. You run out, motherfucker, to show. Don't show Gasol's face.
Gasol, man. Old ass.
He ain't old. He's still a good player. We got Gasol on the screen over here. Bertans is a great pickup for the Spurs. Again, props to RC Buford because they pick up people that nobody's even thought of picking up. That's what I love about the Spurs because they put no names to names. You know what I mean? They bring no names to names, just like they did to Parker. Who was Parker when we drafted him? Oh, she messed up and she put number 1 Spurs fan. Love the Spurs when Dennis Rodman was there. Damn, go back. Number 10. Number 10, son.
Damn.
Boy, that's before Dennis Rodman went crazy and started changing his hair color. He started changing his hair color in San Antonio. Yep. That's when he started doing that. Then all of a sudden he goes to fucking over to Chicago. Motherfucker starts dressing drag. Motherfucker started dressing
He won
drag
rings, though. He won
Rodman
rings.
was one of the best defensive players, too.
Hey, what he got? Like 4 rings, right?
Yeah. And one of them, no, Spurs. He got some all the way at Chicago, right?
No, he won one in Detroit.
He did.
Yeah, he won one in Detroit.
He did win one with Detroit. I think Rodman's one of the best too. That boy just went off the edge,
dude. I mean, like
defensive style. That boy has defense, and
that's what happens when poor people get money, buddy. That's when really
did
poor
you
farming
see
people get
his
money.
Book cover? Did you ever see his book cover? He's like naked on the bike or some shit, like motherfucker naked on the. I don't know. And then he watch this replay.
Why are you getting excited?
Watch this replay right here. Watch this replay.
You can't get excited.
Watch this replay, Murray.
95.
No. You got to watch this replay. 44 years old, Angela Williams. Watching him. She's been watching the Spurs for 40 years. I love when Spurs fans, are outside San Antonio. That's what I was that fan in North Carolina.
Cause where's she at? Where she live?
She's in Detroit, Michigan right now. 40 years she's been watching the Spurs.
Anything's better than concentrating on that water out there.
Don't talk about Angela Williams. She's on my side on this one.
I'm just saying, anything wanting to get your mind off that dirty water.
I don't know if you've been listening to our podcast, but this guy is a Lakers fan. All right, so he was a Lakers fan when they started winning on him. He was probably a Warriors fan before then. Maybe I don't know.
You hear this nonsense?
I don't know, but yeah. So I'm happy because I know what she's going through out there in Detroit. I was that guy when I was in North Carolina.
You gonna cheer for the Pistons?
What?
You go cheer for the Pistons?
Hey, you know what? If you're a diehard fan, you'll stick with the Pistons.
Oh, no, dude. Everybody's not a diehard fan anywhere other than, if you have a winning team. Like, we got people from Cleveland saying, I'm a Cavs fan. I'm like, oh, my God. Can you imagine if you, like, all of a sudden you're saying you're a Cavs fan? You're saying you're a Golden States fan? Like, can you believe what the times we live in? Like, we actually have people saying that we're a Cavs fan. Like, Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio.
Those are the bandwagon. I hate them.
What the hell is in Cleveland, Ohio?
I don't know.
I didn't hear about Cleveland until I dated this girl, and she was like, yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm like, ugh, what is that? What's out there? Is it a city? I thought it was like all farmland.
Hey, Angela, if you were here in Texas, we would invite you to our podcast because she's been watching NBA for 40 years, she says. Watching for 40 years. Now that's a real fucking.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome. More than I have. I do gotta say that. That's more than what I've been watching.
You're only 20. You're only 30 something, man.
Hey, don't put my personal business out there. Why you gotta put my personal business out there, man? I'm fucking
with a
little inebriation right now.
I'm just saying. That's great. Thank you for that. 40 years, man. That's awesome.
That is great, man.
That's blessed right there, man. That's cool.
She's been in love with the Spurs. Timmy got here.
Hey.
You know what we've been saying when Tim Duncan was drafted? We've been saying Tim Duncan because that's what he's been doing. The best power forward in the NBA. Tell me who's the best power forward in the NBA?
Tim Duncan.
Thank you. Tim Duncan.
He's not in the NBA, but ever or like.
You know what? He still goes to the practices.
I wouldn't say ever.
I don't know if you know, but he still goes to the practices. He still practices with them.
When he was playing, he was the best power forward in the league when he was playing. Now, if you put him up against, prior power forwards, I don't know.
He gave the bank shot fucking something in the NBA.
Well, yeah, you're right. Fundamental, Mr. Fundamental. Yes,
Nobody ever did that bank shot better than Duncan.
You have to understand, of all the power forwards out there, man, you're talking about Rodman, you're talking about Malone, you're talking about...
There was great, but Duncan dominated when he was in. Dominated. Nobody wanted to be in the fucking inside when Duncan was there. He helped the Spurs with defense inside. That's something. She also says that she cried when he left. I know what you mean, Angela. You know what? I
couldn't believe that, man. I was like, I was walking around, everybody like, hey, you going to the game? You going to the game? I'm like, what game you going to? And they were like, to Duncan's final game. And I'm like, really? That's a thing? And I like, everybody was crying.
You know what? I shed tears. I grew up with Duncan.
I'm like, dang, dude. I'm like,
you know where Duncan
maybe
was?
I'm just not that big of a fan.
You know where Duncan was after his last game? Old Navy. He was shopping at Old Navy. He was shopping at Old Navy, Duncan. Yeah, he's just a normal guy. We see him there. He has his 2 shops here. He's making money. People are like, oh, Duncan, he took pay cuts.
Child sport he playing.
Nah. You want to know what's funny? I don't know his wife's name, but I had to put it out there. His ex-wife works with my dad. My dad knows she actually got a real job now that they're divorced. But yeah, she works over there. I didn't believe it. My dad's like, no, swear. I went over to his work and I saw her. And I'm like, that's Duncan's ex-wife. Yeah, you're right. Like, and my dad was, even he was like, He was like scoping her out. I'm like, Dad, you ain't gonna be able to get that. She has 2 kids. She's coming off of Duncan. Who are you?
Sorry, baby.
Who are you?
Your W-2s ain't high enough.
You ain't gonna be good enough.
Your W-2s ain't high enough.
Yeah. She is getting more child support than you're making on your check.
Ever.
Yearly. Come on.
I gotta work like 5 years to make one freaking payment.
Come on. But yeah, so we shied off of this game because, like I said, actually Bert was closer to me. I called the Spurs winning by 8, give or take 2. Bert called them by 10, give or take 2. They're winning by fucking 23, 24.
It's getting nasty, bro.
It's nasty.
Like, people start to leave the seats, yo. Then the whole field, they're like, oh, we got to beat traffic.
When the arena's empty 8 minutes till the game ends, that tells you that they already know.
Yeah.
And we've had our fucking, third string in since, 8 minutes till. So it's like, like, that just tells you how good the Spurs are.
But, yeah, man, we thought it was going to be a close game all game, but, man,
She said, Angela Williams said, Kevin McHale, original best power forward ever. He taught Timmy, Garnett, and Shaq. What do you say?
I would have to agree.
Agree?
He was a man. He was the man back then. I ain't gonna lie.
And what's funny is like
Boston Celtics. Yep.
Was the man. And what's funny is Duncan is that guy now.
He played in a time where there was none of this.
We agree with you, Angela. That is. I like that. I like how she brought that up. We need to bring
some old school stuff, man.
Real old school.
I mean, like, and then it kills me because when she brings this old school stuff up, like, it hurts me because then I look at the TV that we're looking at, and then all the games and the people that we have. Hopefully these guys feel ashamed.
Yeah,
like, this is a shame, man. This is
right there. It tells you Popovich just won the most. Most wins with one franchise. Popovich just took it tonight.
Congratulations, Pop.
We clap to that.
Congratulations, Pop.
He's not a bandwagon rider and jumping team to team like Durant is. I fucking hate the Warriors. But yeah, like back to what Angela said. We appreciate... Man, she bringing old school when she said that. But what's crazy is Duncan is that guy now. He is teaching the young guys that, like Davis from New Orleans. Actually, he comes to San Antonio in the summers and actually practices with Tim Duncan.
And then, but you have to look at the NBA these teams. Like, it's never gonna get like that again.
It's not.
You got look at Carmelo Anthony's about to be on his last leg coming up, man. You have. Kobe Bryant just left. You have Vince Carter's like 40-something years old, bro. Like you see all these, like, back in the day in the early 2000s, late 90s when basketball was the shit.
Yeah.
It was our last hurrah before all this new,
that was in the
3-point game. This is all this 3-point game, man.
It started
it's like even the dunk contest is garbage.
To be honest, I stopped watching that.
Yeah, you stop watching the All-Star game, man. You remember back in the All-Star game, man, when they had Shaq, Kobe, Vince Carter, Tracy, T-Mac, bro. They had Tim Duncan. I mean, like they had all these Hall of Famers, these guys.
Hall of Fame. Now they have.
I mean, like these guys are just
might be.
Well, who would you say is the top rookie this year?
Well, Levine was supposed to be a top rookie. He's injured for the season.
What are you talking about? Levine's been in the league for like 3 years already.
No, from Minnesota, Levine.
Yeah, he's been in the league for 3 years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's been.
I'm thinking of a guy from Phoenix. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, who's the top rookie this year? My point exactly. Like, who cares now? It's like, we're still trying to hold on to what we had. Because
Angela Williams says media lies about the NBA. Vince Carter, 40 years old. Mon Ginobili, 38.
Yeah.
But see, Angela,
like we're starting
how the media lies. I know what you're saying. I know what you mean, but I want you to elaborate a little bit on how the media lies. Just type something up. We'll put it out. But I know what they're saying. The media. No, that's why I don't like the media. To be honest, I'm. News, sports, I really don't like it because they favor somebody and they're biased. They're so
dramatized.
Biased. It's not the same media it used to be. Just like in the 90s, 80s, that's when it was real media.
Like
all around.
Like how is the biggest story in the NBA Charles Barkley versus LeBron James? Like, and then it's not even playing basketball. It's about who he said, she said stuff. Oh, he said something that hurt my feelings, so I said something personal back to him. Like, to be honest with you, man, like you like. And then you have Shaq saying like, "Hey, I'd have came at you too. And personally, I'd have came over here and punched you in your face." And I'm like, "Bro, what's wrong with everybody?" It's like, what is wrong? Because back then you put it on the court. Everything you had, all the talk, everything you put it on the court. Everything was on the court.
Yep.
Nothing was on this social media.
The game was so good back then.
Like Steve Kerr. Was it Steve Kerr?
Yeah.
He had a press conference, and he said that times have changed. He said when he walked in the locker room, all his players were on their phone. It's a phone generation. It's a social media generation. They weren't talking to each other. They were all on their phones.
And they keep it on.
That's why he's being successful, because he knows how to communicate with them. Yeah. And a lot of these older coaches are not being successful because they try to bring that old school way to a new school where people don't respond to that anymore.
No. Angela says that it's not the greatest player of all. My is not. I don't know what she said. My is not the greatest player of all time. Larry Bird is. She said my is. I don't know, but I don't know what my is. But she said Larry Bird is the greatest player of all time. Larry Bird was a great.
She said Larry Bird is the greatest player of all time.
That's what she said. I think that's what she meant. I think she meant like her greatest player is Larry Bird.
Oh, her greatest player is Larry Bird.
What it was. It's the way she wrote it is a little.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that one. We have to find out what she
was a great.
Yeah, he was a great player, but we got to talk about great of all time.
Magic Johnson versus I wish we could watch it. Like I wish they were in their prime right now. Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, like right now.
Those guys made the NBA and
battle. Lakers
let me just put this in
Boston.
Magic and Larry Bird. And I don't know. There's tons of names around. Magic and Larry Bird those are the ones that made the NBA popular. Those are they boosted the NBA to the limits. Yep. And if it wasn't Boston and the Lakers in the championship game, you weren't watching the championship game. It didn't matter to you. And then Jordan, when Larry Bird and Magic were going away from the game, Jordan came back and he elevated the game. He kept the game alive. That's why Jordan is the face of the NBA, because at a time when Bird and Magic was leaving, and they were going off to the Old Man River. Jordan is the one at that span kept the game alive, because in that 6 year in that span before he retired, he just, and it's sad, man. I honestly think it's really sad now. It's disappointing. Like, I can't really watch basketball all that. I mean, I love the Lakers, and I hope, they're doing great. They're a young team. I see the Spurs doing but you kind of wait till those competitive games come on TV. The Spurs and the Cavs. You have the Golden State and the Cavs. You have the Cavs versus Boston. You know, you have the Golden State versus the Clippers. Like you kind of wait for certain teams to play each other because those are usually you'll see in the championship game. And
But Angela says LeBron isn't the alpha man that everyone thinks he is. And she's taking my side on this one.
he's not. He's not.
He is because he's a Capricorn. Whatever. What the fuck?
Whoa, girl, you putting that zodiac sign in there,
like
boy.
She's serious going into that. I said the same thing. He is not. Like, the media posts him, the sponsorships, everyone puts LeBron on this pedestal.
He's the new face of the NBA.
I give it that he is a great player for his position. He's a great player because his size, his strength. For his position, he's great. He can also dribble the ball. A lot of big guys can't dribble the ball. But he's not. He has a crutch on finishing games. Not saying that he's never have. Not saying that he could never do it. He doesn't do it all the time.
Right.
Kyrie Irving is what LeBron needs, and that's why I think he went back, because he needs that finisher. He needed a Ray Allen. He needed these guys to finish the game for him, because in 2013 when the Spurs lost, he missed 2 fucking shots with like seconds left, and then all of a sudden Bosh gets the ball, passes out to Ray Allen. Ray Allen shoots and beats the fucking Spurs.
You're absolutely right.
But not only that, Popovich made a mistake by taking Duncan out. I think Duncan would have got a rebound if he would have taken out, because he went smaller. And that was another mistake on Popovich's side. If he would have kept Duncan at Popovich,
that took him to overtime, didn't it?
It took him to overtime. But after that, I already knew that. Again, I hate Spurs on overtime because Spurs don't always do good on overtime matches. And that's what, when they went against the Cavs, oh my God, you saw how emotional I was. I was fucking, why? But then who did it? The fucking young guys did it this year. We had older guys last year when Popovich
When's
said,
the Spurs play Golden State again?
Actually, let's look this up real quick. I'm gonna do my little research.
That's gonna be a pretty good game, man. I think that's in San Antonio, right?
Yeah, it's in San Antonio. We beat them. We already beat them once. They're playing 2 more times. They play 2 more times. We'll see. Let me see real quick. Go ahead and speak on that.
But the NBA is it's gonna need a push.
It does,
because after Carmelo is gone. Vince Carter calls it raps.
But they got Curry. That's what they have.
Yeah,
now.
but that's not all you need though. So what they're gonna put all their chips in Curry?
Well, they need to,
like,
because once Curry's contract's up, he's gonna want his money. He doesn't get paid the most.
And then they don't have to separate. They can't be on one team. They're gonna have to separate. When you look at it, like after some of these guys, like LeBron James, I think LeBron James maybe got another contract left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got another 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years, tops, and he's out.
She said, "My bad. I meant MJ." I guess that she was saying that that they think he's a MJ. He's not MJ. He's not.
They think MJ in marketing. It's
he's
marketing, not player wise, but I think marketing wise, he's the face of the NBA. But we can't have no song like "I just want to be like Mike." You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to be like James. Like,
but then again, they came from 2 different eras. Like it's hard to compare two people from 2 different eras.
And nobody came out of Cleveland, Ohio. Man.
Nobody did. Like,
they're trying to hold on to that thing like forever.
Of course they are.
That's the people's. LeBron James is the people's champ. When they say they think MJ and him are the same. It's just the fact is, I think it's more promoting wise. It's more like the face of the NBA. Like when people overseas see the face of the NBA, they think of LeBron James.
They play Warriors and Spurs play September, March 11th, Saturday, at the AT&T Center.
That's gonna be a good game, man.
And then March 29th.
I hope I win the lottery
Center again
before then, so I can go get box seats or something like that. Go to that game?
You want to go to that game?
Yeah. We'll be in the nosebleeds. We'll do a podcast in the nosebleeds.
Hey, save your tax return.
I know, save your tax return right then. But nah.
All right.
But other than that, man, I think honestly, the NBA has a lot to now. The NBA is going to have a lot to work on. They got the money right. They can pay whoever they can play. They could pay whoever they could pay to keep it up. But you need the players. You need the face. You need something that's
you have to have a face for the NBA for
because they did everything
you need
they did
to sell.
They pretty much worked everybody to death. Like they changed the playoff games from you have to win 3 out of 5 to now you got to win 4 out of 7, and that's including first round, second round, and everything.
I was
so
happy
that's
for that.
and they did everything, and then like you get NBA every day, pretty much, man. Games every day,
yeah.
shoot. So it's just like they're working these people left and right, and now it's getting to a point where like all those legends, all those guys, those Hall of Famers are leaving. Now you have nothing but new guys and people ain't even heard of. We don't even know who is the rookie of the season of the year right now. Because
they go to I think that's one of the reasons is because they go to weak teams. It's hard to put a rookie's going to look good, I guess you'd say, in a weak team because they have nobody else. So he has to put out the effort. Now, I think the way the NBA does their lottery.
Right.
I think it's rigged, to be honest, because they don't do it.
It should just go to the loser. Whoever's the worst loser.
No, they do it good the way they have, they do it like the lottery draft. If you're the worst team, you have the most balls in the little spin or whatever. But they do it behind closed doors. Do you see that live? No. And that's what sucks because you don't know really who gets the pick. They don't do. That's one thing I wish they did. I wish they did that live. Like they fucking had the pink bingo balls spinning and pulled it out. Then
I just think they should just do it like football. You finish dead last, you get the pick.
That should be right.
That's it. I don't care about no lottery because they can give a lottery pick and then they can still have after the lottery picks the first 5 picks.
Yeah,
and then they could pick again.
Yeah,
like they have 2 picks in the first top 5. Like man, what the heck? Just whoever's
totally
the sorriest piece of shit team in the NBA. Get your first round pick, and then the second sorriest piece of shit team in the NBA get your second round pick, and then so on and so forth. Like we need to make it basic, okay? We need to stop doing this lottery picking shit because Matumbo over here gonna rat it out. If I did not mean don't get out of here. Like what the fuck?
Angela put out. She said Larry Bird. Because of the NBA, she said Larry Bird saved the business, NBA business.
What?
That's what she put out.
Just Larry Bird?
Yeah.
You better have some magic in that quote. You better have some magic in that quote.
That's what she said.
Shoot, give some love to the brothers. Come on now.
And then she says, no, they think MJ is the greatest, or at least telling that lie to the community. I think MJ was great.
6 championships. He probably would have won 8 if he didn't retire.
He went to the Wizards after, he came out of.
Well, after, that's his second retirement.
Yeah, but
if he didn't retire, that time when Houston won, 2, come on now, they probably would have. And nobody was beating the Chicago.
No.
And then even what's his name? Pippen even took the Bulls to the conference championship and lost to Orlando. So come on now.
Come on.
Who's this? Angela? What's her name?
Angela Williams.
Angela Williams. Come on, babe.
No,
come on now.
No. Hey, you know what? She's a Spurs fan, so I keep it. You know what?
She's a Spurs fan talking about Larry Bird.
You know, whatever she says is right. I'm going to keep it like that.
You know in your heart that's wrong.
She says Magic helped.
Magic helped.
What kind of
like he was like he was in the side chick. Like what the hell? Like what are you talking about? He helped. I'm sorry, baby boo. It would be if it was no Magic, no Bird. No Bird, no Magic. There it was. It doesn't make sense.
That was a good battle.
It has to be. It has to be that way.
I watched those battles.
As much as Larry Bird,
said Angie. I'm sorry. She's like Angie. It's not Angela. It's Angie.
Oh,
Angie.
my bad.
Make
Angie.
Get it right.
Angie. My bad.
She put
Angie.
That twice too. She put that twice because she's
all right, Angie. I'm gonna tell you. Without Magic, there is no Larry Bird.
That's a Spurs fan you're talking to.
Okay,
right there.
And then without Larry Bird, there is no Magic. So you can't say he helped. If Magic, they were like, white and black. They were yin and yang. They were like, they had to have each other for them both to exist. And that's how it works.
And they put up great games.
Angie Dub.
Angie. Hey, she made
Dub. Dub. You hear me, Dub? You know what I mean? So
I made sure you said that right. Angie.
Okay, Angie.
Angie twice.
Spurs fan Angie. Talking about Larry Bird.
Yeah, she's 40 years. 40 years.
Okay, all right. You want to put out red carpet,
that's
man?
That's a Spurs fan there. You respect her. I got her back
damn
right
well.
Here. I got her back. Hey, Angie, I got your back.
This ain't Tropic Thunder. Come on now. We ain't watching the Spurs that long.
She said White America said that the NBA was too black. She posted. That's what she said. White America said that the NBA was too black.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
What do I think about that?
What do you think about that? What's your perspective on that?
It's
Since she
too
posted.
it's too black?
Well, I guess at that time period.
Well, I don't know.
At
Like,
that time period is what I think what she's saying.
Oh,
right?
that time-
Hopefully, Angie,
in
I
that
think-
time period?
I think so, right? Like,
are you talking about
era.
this time period?
No, I think that area. Hey, Angie, what are you trying to say?
I mean, there was a
by-
lot more white players back then than there is now.
I think that's what she's going with. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. She says white America says that.
I mean,
the NBA
okay, you have Larry Bird.
Was too black.
You had
so
John
that's
Stockton.
past it.
You know, you had Pistol Pete. Who else can we talk about? Bill Walton was pretty bad. She just named somebody. She named a boy from Boston.
Oh yeah, fucking. Damn, why can't I? Oh, she says the
Kevin McHale.
back then before Larry and Magic.
Before Larry and
That's what
Magic,
she said.
I
White
believe.
America said that the NBA was too black back then before Magic and Larry.
I don't know about that one. Because the only black player there were black players in there, but before Larry and Magic, the only thing I could think of that was actually winning championships was Bill Russell.
That's a beef.
Bill Russell started doing in Moses Malone, and I guess there was a couple people, but I guess it was too black. There was a lot more white players there was a lot more white players playing too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, baby boo.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know.
You know
You better
what? But
tell
you
him.
know what?
You better tell him what's up.
You know what? I got Angie's back on this because she's a Spurs fan.
Hey, all
Us
right.
Spurs fans stick together.
Well, until
know
you
what
can
I mean?
find a white dude that could jump out the fucking building and shoot lights out and cross somebody up, go behind the legs, and then dunk on somebody's face and call him a bitch. I guess
what's his name?
it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real dark in
What's
this
the name from
motherfucker.
Sacramento that's out now? Williams. That boy could shoot, jump.
Ooh,
Oh, I forgot his first name. Williams. He was all tatted up, white boy, crossovers killer like Iverson. He played with Sacramento.
damn, I forget his damn name. I don't even know what his name is. Oh man, shoot me because
And
I'm not a
she says
basketball
Because
fan.
back then the NBA wasn't making any money. That's why.
So
Well,
NBA was making no money.
Wasn't making no money.
And there was
They
a
said it
whole
too
lot of black people.
So what they did, what the media
They
said,
needed great white hype.
They needed great white hype, which
They
was
need
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird.
And that's
And then
what
Larry
happened.
Bird made it better because all the white people started believing that they could play basketball.
That's basically what she's going for.
Well, there
I
you
think
go.
That's what she's saying.
All right, good job, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was a
Larry-
great player.
good job, Larry
hey,
Bird.
We're about to finish this off.
You gave-
know what I mean?
you
We've
gave
been
him a
going
chance.
We went over the time, but Angie, go ahead, and if you want to, subscribe, go ahead and do that. We're gonna be back on this.
We appreciate you, Angie. Thank
We
you.
appreciate this intel. I wish you were here in Texas. You would have come down. You'll speak with us. We'll put you on mic. You're great. You have great intel on this. I like how she goes back in history.
But you gotta remember, man. This is our first show.
It's a little rough.
It's a little rough,
a little
but I
rough.
think we learned a lot from it. And whoever did tune in and check this out and everything, we do appreciate it. And thanks, Angie, for bringing back some good old days.
Yeah,
and
he made us think.
Yeah,
He
man.
made us,
He made us have to come and do our homework.
I'm inebriated right now. I'm up on that alcohol, so it's kind of hard for me to think. I'm thinking slow. Like I've got thoughts from 10 minutes ago when we were talking.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
like, oh,
right?
That's who it was. So I'm thinking a little slow, but
But it was
Angie,
good.
We appreciate you, commenting on everything. I love when people put, in the intel on the comments. That's what we want. We want everyone to talk about what we're talking about because it's hard to just talk. I'm not a commentator.
And then we regular people, man. We regular
To be
people.
honest, we're sitting in our living room.
Sometimes
we're literally sitting in our living room. This is what we do when we don't have a mic in front of us. We do this all the time. We talk.
Yeah.
And we talk about a lot more crazy shit, to be honest.
Oh,
We talk
yeah.
about-
We
go
get-
deep into
yeah,
it.
we go
Literally,
get-
we
yeah,
talk
we
a lot,
get-
but we're talking about NBA right now. We might get into all that other crazy stuff later on. Maybe we'll put an uncensored fucking podcast.
Definitely.
about all the other stuff.
This is a trial. This is a trial.
Yeah, this was just the first podcast, and we appreciate you, Angie. Please subscribe, and hey, next time we're on, we want you to be on, Angie. We like your intel, but we appreciate everyone that listened. I know there's only 2 left, but
yeah.
we had quite a bit of people listen to this shit. and
Yeah,
put in
man.
comments, so
Hey, I just want to shout out to the IE, Southern Cal, where I'm from. Got my family, friends out there. If they tune in, everything like that, they checked it out. Just want to shout out. Thank you for the support and everything like that. And just want to thank Andrew here for having me. And hopefully we can continue doing this in the future and get something out of this, make this something really big.
hey, All right. We appreciate everyone. Thank you. This is Drew out, Bird out.
Big Bert the hurt, man. He's the flirt.
Subscribe, and we'll probably put an uncensored podcast on and talk about all the other crazy stuff we do. All
Right.
See y'all later. Appreciate everything.